Happy Mindset Monday. How are we doing? Something going on outside. All right. Who do we have in the chat? We got Days, Emily, hello. Days, just in time, nice. Judy, hello. I have the chat on delay, so it takes a minute. Okay, here we go. Now they're pulling it. Okay, here we go. Leah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Hi, hello. I like it. Shreya, I had to say it like, okay, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I had to say it like Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. SG. Terry Claus, hello. Charmetta, hello. Michelle, hi. Bradley, hi. Chelsea, hello. Raina, hello. Dina, hi, Dina. Kristen, hey, girl. How are you? 03022, hello. I appreciate you. Glad you're here, and thanks for the kind words. Leanne, hello. Monique, hello. 1112. What's that? Nikki, hello. Jade, Josie, Cheney, hello. Josie says, I'm watching this from the gym. It felt important. Nice. Can you guys hear me? That you're like killing two birds with one stone. Let me get this up here a little bit more. It's just like not cute. You know what I mean? Like, I wish it was cuter to have the microphone showing, but it's not. Mimi, Darcy, Lightworker Wit, Christine, Tiffany. Oh, you finished the... Yeah, 11, 12. Yes. That's what that was for. Now I get it. I was like, 11, 12. You know me and my... my attention span is so long, and just everything, it just lasts and lasts, and I remember everything from what we were just talking about. I'm really good at that. So what's going on, people? What's the good word? What have we manifested? What's the positive? What's the... Okay, hold on. Days just said, I've seen people decorate their mic arms with fairy lights to make it cute. Baby, you heard that? Okay. Cool, Dad. He said on it. Okay. He's the best. Okay. Sporthy. Mimi, SG. SG says, good medical report. Remind me, refresh my memory, please. Rebecca, hello. Josie says, me and my SP are doing so well. Nice. SG says, good medical report. Yeah, so we're talking about positive. Weren't we talking about you last week? I just can't remember what your thing was last week, but I remember talking to you last week. Kristen says, I've been super obsessively watching your affirmations music videos on YouTube. I love them. Thanks, Boo. I appreciate you. Malachi just came over last night, and he officially lit my music fire back up. So I'm going to really get back in the studio, and we're going to start something that we've been talking about doing for a while, which obviously I still have my album I'm still working on. Sometimes work gets in the way, and I'm an 8. So oopsies. Whose phone's not on silent? Excuse you. All right, guys, turn your phones off. No distractions. Cyst gone. Yes, SG. Okay, that's what I thought. Yes. So excited. Fuck yes. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I knew it was something, but sorry, my brain, it's been a week. It's only been 6 days actually, but still. You guys probably saw me forget the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 thing 12 seconds after it happened. So don't, please don't judge my memory retention. That's fucking incredible. Please share with us more details. No, I do not want my updates right now. I'm doing something. Can we do this later? Thank you. Try it tonight. Thank you. Okay. Tiffany says you're glowing. Thanks, Tiffany. You're so sweet. I am. Like I said, Malachi came over last night and helped. Like he's a very motivational person as well. So he helped me get like back into a space of appreciation versus like stress. I have a tendency to do that. So when I'm back into my place of like excitement, I'm a very powerful creator. Obviously, I'm always a powerful creator, but in those moments when I'm open like that, it's easy and things can flow. So we've been talking about working on something. I don't want to give away too much until it's ready. But we're going to be working on something new to kind of bridge the gap in the meantime while I'm finishing up getting the album ready and stuff. So there will be more affirmation. I still have an affirmations album that I never put on iTunes. It's a love affirmations album. Some of them are on iTunes, on YouTube. So like the sexy 2, the sexy number 2 track that's part of the new love album. But there's a love album with like 7 new tracks that are going to be on iTunes soonish. And so that'll be out soon. So new affirmations coming, and then new music stuff coming soon. And of course, I switched my whole business around. I really just I'm doing a program next month called Taking Inspired Action. Part of the reason why I'm doing that program and doing a program on inspired action is because if you haven't noticed, have been acting in inspired action over the last couple months. I kind of just decided to quit wanting things to be different and just fucking make them different. So I found some inspiration. I decided to just, nope, it's this now. like I'm like a train going like 100 miles an hour in one direction and just like, no, we're going left now. And like everybody's like kind of coming around, and my team's been really incredible keeping up and stuff, and just really helping me make it a reality and implemented it. It is 8/22/22. Yeah. And so it's been really cool to just, I decided to do something and I'm just going to fucking do it. And that's what I talk about with you guys. So I have to walk the walk. I talk the talk. I definitely talk the fucking talk. So I got to walk the walk. And so, now it's new programs. We're talking about inspired action because I've been inspired and acting in inspired action. So what better fucking program to talk about than the one I'm literally living right now. And you are watching it happen, right? So I'm excited, new stuff, and really just finding out what my happiness is. Where's my happiness in my regular happy life. Yeah, figuring out what that is. So, okay, let's read some let's read some of these positive things. Okay. Oh, Yasmin, hello in South Africa. Hello. Okay, let's see. Mimi, getting your hair dyed with blonde box dye. Okay. That's a choice, and I intend that it looks beautiful. Blonde box dye is notoriously I just hope it works out well for me. I've had many a blonde box dye days, and it's turned out great sometimes. So we're going to be celebrating Mimi's amazing new hair. What else we got? Oh, Leanne's doing her hair tonight too. Leanne is mermaid red. Nice. Okay, so we got a blondie and a reddy. Okay, nice. Mercury Alchemist says, would love to hear you sing. Thanks, Mercury. I'm really excited to. I haven't put anything out in like years. So I'm really excited to put some new shit out that's like really me, you know? So yeah. New stuff coming. Tefnut, getting my teeth made beautiful this week. Nice. Congratulations. Mimi, Mimi Belta, you said your hair came out brassy. Get some purple shampoo or get some Arctic Fox. Here's a secret. Whatever brassiness level your hair is, get some Arctic Fox Purple Rain and mix it with your conditioner and put that shit on your hair. Let's see, how do I say this? Whatever level of brassiness you are, you want like the same level of purple mixed into your conditioner. I'm trying to explain like if you have like a light banana, you just want like a lavender mix. If your hair is like yellow, you're gonna want like a more, not like dark purple because it'll turn your hair purple. Unless you want that, that's cool. But you can use that Arctic Fox, what color? Purple Rain, diluted with your conditioner to take away brassiness. It might turn your hair more purple, but you could also like rinse, wash it out after that. So you could like, but make sure you're cutting it with the conditioner so that it's not. I'm not a hairstylist. Don't go on the internet. I'm just saying there's a way to take away the brassiness without doing more damage to your hair. I used to bleach and stuff for years, so I understand that game. Okay. Dina, thank you. I'm going to pin your comment. Sorry. Okay. I was getting distracted. I want to read wins and then I get distracted with some people's questions, but I want to start off with wins before I read questions. Okay. Asha says, it's been 2 weeks of affirming about business and money and have been seeing so much movement and change in my perspective. Have been introduced to so many new people and starting new business. Nice. Congratulations. Tiffany says, I entered a contest that once I get my 100 votes, because of course I already have them, manifesting over here, I will be a finalist to have my art on a billboard in major cities in the U.S. That's so awesome. Okay, so Tiffany, why don't you throw your Instagram? Normally I wouldn't like promote that, but Tiffany, go put, or wherever you need to vote for Tiffany's art. You can put that in the chat. Okay. SG said, so SG removed the cyst from, last week. So what you said? You said, I did the visual, I'm so good at reading. I did the visualizing, everything working well, like you said, did sacral Reiki on YouTube and the immunity affirmation you did, worked on embracing my feminine too, like Rose suggested, team effort. Nice. That's so awesome. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. So really like, Lucky Libra Danny says, Make Out Dreams is making a comeback. Me and Malachi were just talking last night about releasing our music on iTunes because we never released our music that we made back in the day on iTunes. We just put it like on YouTube and stuff. So yeah, it kind of is probably a little bit. That's so funny. Okay, that just wiped the thing before that out of my memory because I can't remember what I was saying before that. Oh gosh. SG, I'm just really glad that, I was going to say, you know how I tell people to throw the book at it, like whatever your manifestation is, hit it from every angle you can think of. This is a great example of that, throwing the book at it. Like you do kind of like every piece of energetic work that you can, obviously the physical healing stuff as well too, but all the energetic stuff that you can like think of to see yourself healed and the thing gone away and blah, 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 all the things. And it works, man. So congratulations. And thank you for everybody for assisting and creating such a cool. Okay. Sorry. I need to finish my sentences and then look at the chat. Because Tommy says it's because it's a 7-day. He said, it's my day. Nice. Hell yeah, Tommy. Dina, are you talking to me? You blacked out because you're in love with my hair color? You can't be talking to me. You'll be talking about mermaid red. Oh my gosh. CJ says, I got my dream apartment in a different country, my dream location. Congratulations. That is amazing. Hell yes. Day says, today's the first day of my first semester back at college after dropping out of high school. I'm manifesting ease and academic success. Nice. Congrats. That's so awesome. New chapter. Oh, Tommy says, I passed a huge test today. Nice. Yay. I love the good energy. Killa Pop Tart says, I manifested the perfect schedule. Starting September, I'll have a new client and great hours. Yes. Congrats. Tefnut says, speaking of Purple Rain, I had a dream of the singer Prince today. Interesting. Oh. It is interesting too because somebody on YouTube asked me what the color of that was, and I haven't been able to remember it until like this moment. It just like popped in my head. It was just there at this time when I went to go grab it. It was like right there. It's so weird. Okay. Emily says, I like the Verb purple hair mask from Ulta. I put it on my hair sometimes and let it sit for a few hours to tone and soften my hair. Oh, nice. I've never used that. I just always use because I always had my colored hair. So I would just, and then when I had the white hair, I would use that purple, with just like a tiny drop because it's like ink. It's very, very saturated purple. So you just need like a pea size and like a huge like dollop of like white conditioner if you have white hair to get the nice like platinum. And then you mix it all together and then you let that sit in your conditioner. And then you just do that every time you wash your hair. And it just helps keep your hair toned and then soft, obviously. Probably maybe not as soft as like a mask would, but okay. Okay, I like what Tommy says. Sorry, I was reading Tommy and Amy at the same time. Tommy says, saw an IG post of a specific someone with a partner. Got excited as fuck because it highlighted to me exactly where I am and what insecurities need sending off with love. Hold on, I'm going to put this up. You guys need to see this. Everyone needs to see this. This is how you handle seeing some shit you don't want to see. I know it's not easy, but that's who cares? No one asked if it was easy. It's also not easy to spiral or to be in pain about your whatever. Who cares, right? This is how you fucking handle it. Okay? And we know Tommy's going to get whatever he's manifesting because he's been doing it this whole year, just like fucking knocking through, just like, I just see you like pillar after pillar after pillar, just like climbing, right? So done, easy, especially with that kind of response. Dina, you better stop it. You're so nice. Stop saying these sweet things to me. Agrona says, I sing Purple Rain, sang it with live band. It was awesome. Loved it. I plan to be a pro singer. Everyone says my Purple Rain is amazing. Gave me chills when you said Purple Rain, even though you were chatting about hair dye. Listen, it's connecting with people in a way that like none of us expected. So if you're connecting with it right now, there's a reason. So go with that. Here's your sign. Whatever you think it means, it means. Pro singer, absolutely. Start identifying yourself. Instead of I plan to be, start calling yourself that. You don't have to like publicly say it if you're not comfortable, but start getting comfortable knowing yourself as that. You are the pro singer, period. So once you take on that role, you can start doing things that a pro singer would do. You know what I mean? get lessons, perfect your craft, connect with other musicians, create music, you know what I mean? Write music, record, stuff like that. Tommy says, I hope he enjoys the short time he has with her while it lasts because the leading man is here. Yes, exactly. See, there you go. There you go. There you go. It's happening. No doubt in my mind. Andromeda says, my music got recognized by a DJ this week who wants to do a mix. Nice. Yay. So much music. So many good music manifestations. Kaylee, hello. Oh, yeah, Dina. I'm so excited for Dina. I cannot wait to hear the report back. Dina says, manifested going to a week-long event with Dr. Joe Dispenza in 2 weeks from now. The event was sold out and I manifest a spot opening up for me. I'm so excited to hear what happens. I know you're going to have like just the most transcendental experience. Okay, Tiffany put the link to voting for her paintings. Please go vote for her paintings. It's in the chat. Lucky Libra, Danny. Ah, that's funny. Tiffany Jasmine says, Aquarians are the best zodiac out of my perspective. Attractive and very seductive, but also hard to get a hold of, challenging. And they'll keep being challenging and hard to get a hold of if that's how you just define them. Ooh, Day says, because you're going back to school, says, I'm taking an anthro class on magic and witchcraft. That's fucking awesome. I love classes like that. My favorite classes in college were like dream analysis. I love that class. I still think about that class and just, it was such a cool, I mean, you know what I mean? To get college credits for like learning deep into dream analysis and stuff like that. I always loved. I had another one that was like children's literature. That class was really fun. You just get to read like kids' books and stuff. I love classes like that. Oh my God. Leanne says, I had a dream my SP was playing Purple Rain for me on the piano. He's supposed to learn it for me since he plays. What the fuck? What is with Purple Rain right now? Elena? Oh my gosh. Hey, Elena. Where I didn't see her, but I saw people tagging her. Okay, so Leanne says, yeah, Tommy is really doing the damn thing. He really is. Amanda, thank you. Amanda says, remember to thumbs up the video. Thank you, Amanda. Hello, Ashley. Hello. Okay. Danny's Lucky Libra Danny, that's a tongue twisty, says manifesting more blankety blank. But for real, feeling more inner peace and joy since I joined this community. Yay, that's so awesome. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Oh my God, now Elena has a Purple Rain story. And you got here late. Holy what is going on with Purple Rain? What is this about? What is this about? Wasn't it just Prince's birthday? Andromeda says, you knew Prince in the 80s and you were with him in the Mediterranean. Wow. Okay, I need to hear Elena. Okay. Elena says, I was going down in my car to drive over to fold my laundry at my apartment's laundromat. It had just started raining, so I was running, and Purple Rain was on the radio. What is happening? This is so bizarre. This is so weird. Okay. Oh, man. See what I mean by everything? Everybody goes through the same thing at the same time? Like, this is so strange. What a random What a random, like, all right, happy birthday, Prince. Isn't it somebody, can you somebody tell me? Wasn't it like just 2 days ago, or am I just oh, in a dream this morning. He was hanging out with you in a dream this morning. Okay, all right. I'm gonna get my shit together. Andromeda says, in a dream this morning, Prince was hanging out with you in the Mediterranean. Why? This is so crazy. Wow. I'm just like kind of tripped out right now. Oh, is he a Gemini? Oh, it's June 7th. Why did I think, what did he just pass? Was it the anniversary of his passing? Michelle, you said you almost watched Purple Rain last night. Okay. Powers of Tarot says maybe we should read the lyrics of Purple Rain. Maybe we should. Okay, he was born in June. When did he pass? Somebody tell me when he passed, please. Because it wasn't his birthday. Okay, I'm like, yeah, I got my head on a swivel, like looking at these chats. Like, we need to find out. Okay, all right. Someone's gonna put it April. Okay, what did okay, I don't know what the fuck I saw. The internet I briefly saw him in my on YouTube, like in the algorithm. He's something about him was up there, but it must have been old. I saw it, and I thought it had something to do with his death or his birthday, and maybe I just thought it was new, but it obviously was not. So Tiffany says Prince is trying to reach us. Prince has entered the chat. Dina, your mom loves Prince, and so does my dad. And so does my husband, too. So weird. Shantae, is Shantae here? Okay. Shantae, yes, there she is. Shantae, what's up with Prince? Is Prince trying to talk to us? Jackie says purple is the color with the highest vibration of all colors. Oh, Tiffany, I remember seeing you dressed in the Purple Rain. I saw that video. Kiana says, my mom was a Def Leppard fan. So was mine. Or my mom is a Def Leppard fan. I mean, I'm sure she still is. Def Lep. Okay. All right. Powers of Terror is like, is this someone's Birds Before Land? Killer Pop Tart says he was in your algorithm yesterday too. Okay, so he was in both of our algorithms yesterday. I saw it for a split second, and that was enough to like kickstart it in my reality, I guess, to all this shit. Kiana. Yeah, no, I was thinking about pulling out my cards too, but I'm not. I have a super chat I need to get back to. Somebody find out. Somebody wants to know the lyrics of Purple Rain. We want to see if there's a message we're missing here. Okay. Super chat. Where is this super chat? Where did it go? There it is. Oh, gosh. Come on now. Oh, there it goes. Here we go. Okay. SG. Okay. SG said, thank you, SG says, many great things came through in a few days. SP missed my birthday. The plus is I haven't spiraled. Yes, I'm sad and cried, but this is about me or my worth. I'm freaking amazing and deserving of love. Congratulations. So, okay. You healed your body in a week. And maybe, okay, this is what I'm hearing in my head. Maybe that your okay, I don't know your story, but this is just like the first intuitive nudge I'm getting is that like maybe your SP being around you wouldn't have allowed you the peace you needed to fully heal what you needed to heal. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know what kind of triggering you might get being around the person. And not that they're bad. It's like even just being around a person and having a good time can trigger thoughts. We see it all the time on here, right? So, um, I obviously it was divine for a reason because you healed a cyst. Like you were exactly where you were supposed to do, you're exactly where you were supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So if they didn't come through, great. Best case scenario. So, okay, yes, okay, so you're agreeing. Yeah, I'm just getting the feeling that, like, maybe they would have triggered you in a way that would have not allowed you to heal the way that you did fully, and now that you're healed, we don't have to worry about that. 111 in the chat, I just looked at that. Now that you're fully healed, um, you can move forward with the SP in a new way, right? With a clean slate and, without this other thing in the way that was, like, causing you physical harm. And also, now that I'm saying this, it's like, we create the pain and the, illness, the disease, whatever you wanna call it, in our bodies, right? We manifest it ourselves. So it's just, like, I'm getting the impression that they are linked, the trauma or trigger from the SP and the cyst. So we need to clean up and clear and heal both. I don't know. Does that resonate? I'm literally, I don't know, making that up. So yeah, SG, let me know if that resonates. Sometimes I, like, take liberties with my guess, or my answer, but I also try to, I trust my instinct, like, whatever comes through, I'm just kinda trusting that that's what needs to be said. Lady with the messages, welcome. New here. Olivia, I wanna answer your question, but I wanna, hear from SG. Okay. As she says, yes, Esther Hicks says, cysts are jealousy with a partner, and I had been. His sister has a friend that's very flirty with him. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love it when I have a psychic moment. Okay. So, fuck yeah. What we said. The piece. Okay, this is what I'm hearing right now. If he wanted to be with that girl, they would have been together. You know what I mean? It's like, let that be your story, and don't let it haunt you, right? Jealousy. Did you see how were you here when Tommy put what happened when he saw his SP? Like, if you didn't see it, scroll up and look at a few of Tommy's comments about seeing a person on the timeline with another person. Doesn't really matter, but the way he responded to it was really powerful in a manifestation way. I mean, it's powerful in general. Like, what he saw did only served to prove to him that he's on the right path and that it's unfolding for him, and to show him where he can get even better with his manifestation. That's what he saw. So jealousy is just, it's like, it's one of those emotions or feelings or whatever that it's fine if you feel it, like, it's understandable, but you really wanna be careful with what you do and turn around the thoughts you have about it in the moment that you're having it, because those thoughts are manifesting, right? And, like, it's fine to feel jealous and see something that someone has that you want or whatever, or feel like whatever the situation is, But if you're using your thoughts to affirm your jealousy, you're just going to get what you're afraid of. So, so it's just really important that you choose what your thoughts are in these moments, okay? But your healing, they coincide. That's the word I heard in my head. They coincide. Heal your body, heal the relationship, and vice versa. And like really work on dropping the jealousy, because the jealousy, it doesn't it just doesn't work from a manifestation standpoint. Like at the end of the day, like I can say, don't be jealous. You're great. You deserve it, whatever. But like really at the end of the day, like if you want to be logical about it, it just doesn't, it doesn't, it's the opposite of helping. It's like the opposite of manifesting, right? Like, do him what I want, or that girl's gonna get my man, or whatever it is. Like you're just handing them over to them, you know? So be really careful with jealous thoughts. Ooh, is that a playlist, Dina? Thank you. I think Dina just linked a playlist. Did I have a playlist on jealousy? Did past me do that and doesn't even remember? Present me doesn't remember. Thanks, past me. Or is it a video? No, video. Nope, it's just dyslexia. One video. That's it, videos. My video on jealousy. Okay, I did one. That's still enough. Oh my gosh. Okay. And erase. My brain just, the letters, they line up perfectly. Numbers are straight. I can read them real fast. It's easy. Okay. So, okay. I wanted to focus on you. Somebody up here said something. Oh yeah. Someone asked if I'm a psychic reader. Kiara. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry. Am I a psychic reader? Maybe. I might be. I don't know yet. I'm trying to unlock it. I'm working on unlocking it. I'm definitely intuitive. I definitely get images and hear, like we've talked about before, I have a little bit of clairvoyance, a little bit of clairaudience, and a little bit of clear cognizance. And I guess some clairsentience. So I do get information. And so I'm working on, as I do these live streams, I just work on like just giving what I hear, the first thing I hear. And it's pretty much most of the time it's always right. So it's just fun when it's just fun when it is right, you know? Like I watched Long Island Medium. Like I love Teresa, and to be able to do that would be so cool. I mean, I'm not saying that I am a medium, but just in general, just to just pop off with information, you know, I would love to be able to do that. So I definitely work on manifesting and affirming that. Fuck yeah. Yeah. So yeah, totally. Okay. I wanted to address Amy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's really cute. Do I remember the episode of Below Deck season 4 or 5 where the psychic came on and gave Captain Lee a reading? Okay, where were they and who else was on? Like, who was the Chief Stew? Who was the Chief Stew and who was the? Tell me else who else was in the? I don't remember it off the top of my head. But tell me more and maybe I will. But yeah, I love Captain Lee and I love Captain Sandy. I like people that don't take any shit. It's just it's a trait that I admire. Okay. Powers of Tarot says people with jealous feelings fail to recognize that they are not in competition with anyone but themselves, for their competitor is only themselves pushed out. Exactly. So you're pushing your own joy or receiving of what you want away just by being jealous. Julia Ackerman, hello. When Kate was dating Ro. Kate she's American, right? She's not one of the Australian girls, right? She was an American girl. Ro, who's Ro? I don't remember Ro. Now I'm gonna have to. Shantae says, "You're psychic all the time. I know you've known things about me that I didn't tell you." Yeah, Shantae, you and I definitely, I know Tiffany and I have a weird connection. Okay. Somebody asked about vitiligo. Where did this go? I wanted to answer this question because I have a feeling. Okay, Olivia. Is it possible to manifest away vitiligo? I was recently diagnosed and it's super mild. I changed diet to gluten-free, dairy-free, etc., but I can see the patches on my hands and I need the pigmentation back. Okay. Okay. First of all, the reason why I caught this caught my eye because I happen to like love vitiligo. I think it's so beautiful and stunning and gorgeous. And like, so okay, a little backstory. I used to work in a spray tanning salon, and one time we had a woman that came in to get spray tan, and she had vitiligo, and she was just wondering like how much like it could be evened out and stuff like that. And like, I really like had how to have. I just it makes me so sad to hear when people suffer from that because I think it's just such a it's so beautiful to me, and it makes me so sad because like I wish you could see it from like how outside, like I'm literally tearing up thinking, like literally getting emotional thinking about this, or maybe these are your emotions, I don't know, but like I wish you could see it from the outside because it's so stunningly beautiful. And like I can give you affirmations, but like I mean, it's not, but it's not my body, but I think you should I think you should embrace it. It's beautiful. So that's just my opinion. Personally, I just have always thought it was so just beautiful and cool looking. I like admired it, I don't know. So in my opinion, which I don't know, I mean, I guess you're asking, it's like, don't fucking change it at all. And just like, my hands are beautiful. My skin is beautiful. And I don't know. But I mean, I can see if you're not like on the same path, or I'm sorry, on the same of this, like, how do I say this? You're not, if you don't feel the same way about it, right? It's your body, right? Sorry, I was reading the word patch when I said that. It's your body, it's your situation. But like, obviously same thing, what would be the opposite of that? Like, okay, I mean, I'm gonna workshop this out with you. So these affirmations might sound wonky because I've never had to say these out loud, or I've never thought about it really. So as you said, I need the pigmentation back. So first off, can we like make peace with like my hands are beautiful, my skin is beautiful. I love my skin. I love my skin tones. I love my skin tone or my skin tones, whichever you feel comfortable with. My skin's beautiful. I love how I look. I love looking at my hands. My hands are fully pigmented. This is where I'm like, this might get weird. Like, okay, this might get weird. My hands are fully pigmented. All the pigment on my hands are 100% pigmented. Like, what's the opposite of what you've got going on? That's kind of where your affirmations need to be, because it's you that's saying, oh, fuck, my hands are blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, no. Right? So you have to be like, oh my God, yes, I love my hands are so whatever, fill in the blank color. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're laughing. Okay. Okay. You said you believe it's due to stress. Okay. Okay. If that's the case, then first off, you, Leanne, don't quote. That's a funny one to quote. You, okay, you said, I'm so insecure about the patches on my hands. They aren't bad, but I'm scared of it spreading. Okay, yeah. So what you fear manifests, because your fears are expectations, and they have a lot of power behind them. So be careful with fearing it, because when you fear something, you're just basically like visualizing it over and over with strong emotion, and we know what that does. So, so you want to switch the fear. Do I believe that you can reverse it through manifesting? I believe anything's possible. Like, SG removed a cyst in a week. I have another member from 360 who regrew an ovary that was literally removed a few years ago. I have had people do all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't fucking think anybody's like incapable of doing anything anymore. Honestly, like there's other things I don't want to like. Whatever. It's people's personal shit. But like I just don't think there's any limit to what you if it's you, man. So can you see your hands being all one color? Again, weird words, weird affirmations here, and I apologize for not having the right language here. I don't know. But can you view them, can you see them as all one tone? When you look at your hands and you think, "Wow, look at them all one tone." Like for me, the second I saw an age spot, I tattooed my hands. I was like, "Nope. My hands look young and healthy and youthful." So I'm not even going to let my eyes see this thing right here. Whatever, but I'm not saying tattoo your hands, but you could, that's an option. The other thing, I don't know if you are into tattoos, but skin without pigment is a great canvas for tattoos. Again, I don't want you to, I want you to be comfortable, but that's the whole thing is like, you have to use affirmations about being comfortable and like loving the skin you're in. Is like, as cheesy as I love the skin I'm in, cheesy as that sounds, that's what's going to help you, because fearing it, worrying, doubting, pushing away just is going to make it worse. And that adds to your stress. So like, think about, okay, from a manifestation point, fearing, worrying, doubting, no, screams yes, 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 yes to the universe. From a scientific, like physiological standpoint, you just said you're pretty sure it's linked to stress. No, not my hands, not my hands. That's fucking stressful. That's going to increase it and just make it happen more, right? So either way you look at it, your best bet is to just love it and make peace with it, knowing that it's going to look exactly the way you want it to. Your hands look exactly the way you want it to. You can even put that affirmation there. My hands look exactly the way I want them to. Ooh, I just thought of something else. Visualizing. So like, like when you're like in like a Photoshop tool, if you were to like use like the paint bucket tool to color in an area, or like clicking like a paint by numbers where you click the area and fill it in with a color, you could visualize that too, like see your hands and like visualize the color, like take a paintbrush and go doink, 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 and like color, you know what I mean? Or wherever the spots are or whatever. Lots of different ways you can do it, but I would say that the best is to just put peace and love there, because the stress, if you already know the stress caused it, then more stress isn't going to help it. More stress is, you can't stress that shit away if that's what fucking caused it. So you've got to figure out how to do the peace and then the love with it. And then, send it love, send it peace, and then see it the way you want it to be seen. Talk about it the way you want it to be seen. If, okay, Leanne, you're right. I have a 4-step healing process that I talk about all the time. We're in the process of turning it into a download so that I can just say, here's the link to download my 4-step process. Right now it's in a podcast episode. But you can use the same 4-step process. My healing 4-step process, step 1 is disassociating with the name. So take that V word. We're going to erase that from your vocabulary. You no longer have this thing. You don't associate yourself with having this. If you hear that word, if you have to speak it to the doctor, if it comes up, we're changing it to something else. You have very nice skin. Oh, I sure do. Like something like that, right? Like when I had I called it Bell's Perfection. I don't need to even say it. Bell's P, whatever. Bell's Perfection. I would only call it that because I just couldn't afford to. Excuse me, my face is perfectly symmetrical and both sides work perfectly evenly, like a Disney princess. Yeah, thanks. That was the only story. Nothing else. Period. So, and that's what that episode is. Actually, that was literally while I had it, and I was talking about the process in real time as I was healing it. So it's a podcast episode from June of 2021, Manifest Physical Healing in Your Body. You can use it for this, but change the V word to mean something else. So take away take the name tag, I have this thing off. No more, you do not have that thing. And then change the V word to something else so that when you hear it or you have to say it, you change it in your mind every time so that you're not associating yourself with it. It's getting erased and it's, yeah, I do have very nice skin. Thank you. Or whatever you choose to fill in with the V or whatever. That's how I would do it, but you can do your own version of it. Whew. Okay. Whew. Wow. Sometimes I feel the energy like leave. It's kind of weird. Okay. Excuse me. Powers of tarot. Oh boy, that was a weird part of my life, man. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Dead air. Catherine. Catherine said, hi, Catherine. Catherine said, my SP had to reschedule our meeting last week and he still hasn't followed up and set a time yet. I'm affirming he always follows through and he's planning to take me out on a romantic date. Yeah. Listen. Sometimes people have to reschedule. And I think that, like, you know what? I think that's actually something that needs to be said a lot. Like, or not, maybe not a lot, but every now and then, like, everybody puts so much stock in, like, your worth is tied up in how well you can get this other person to jump through these hoops for you. And it's not just you, Catherine, it's everybody, right? Like, if they don't perform this task, if they don't text me back, become my partner, call me, say something nice to me, dump that other person, move to my country, quit their job, tell their mom to fuck off, like all the things, right? If they don't do that, then this isn't working, or I suck, the universe hates me, it's not working, I'm really trying, this is so hard. It's like, you know what? Sometimes people are just people. Like, imagine if every time you, like, had to reschedule something, that person was, like, devastated and hoping that, like, it wasn't the end of the relationship with you, and you're like, "Dude, I just, like, my dog had diarrhea." You know what I mean? Like, and I had to clean it up all like, it just, like, sometimes can our SPs not just be human? And I'm not saying that it's not valid to be frustrated if they reschedule, but, like, just because you're manifesting them does not mean that A, they can't have their own life, and B, that if they do have their own lives, you're doing something wrong, you know? So, we can't just let something, like, in the real world, if you weren't manifesting and if it was just a regular person and they rescheduled, it would just be that. It would just be that. If this was somebody you had no doubts about, if it was, like, your friend rescheduling, cool, I actually wanted to do something else in that time anyways. It's not, you don't even care. But when it's your SP, oh my god, it's the end of the world. Now I have to, like, clean up all this shit and do all this work, and you know what I mean? It's like, it's just like we really have to, like, what are you saying? What are we saying about these people? Look how much power we're giving them. Just observations. Okay, oh my gosh. I don't know who this what it just says Facebook user. Sometimes it doesn't show me who the Facebook people are. But this person says, it's from the Black Moon Society. I've been working on my SP for 2 months now, and I finally had contact with him yesterday, and I kinda got turned off. Like, I deserve so much better than how he's acting. I'm so much more worth it. I'm so much worth it. I'm so much more worth than how he's treated me. Congratulations. Proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Like, that's a place that I hope a lot of people get with their SP, you know? I speak my truth. Thank you for the super chat. Says, how can I ignore the 3D while manifesting my SP? Manifesting him makes me feel frustrated because he's giving me the bare minimum and I only feel like I'm brainwashing myself to believe. Okay, right there. You just kind of said it. You just kind of explained it, right? Your SP is a mirror to you. And you feel, I only feel like I'm brainwashing myself to believe. So you're getting the bare minimum from your partner because you're giving yourself the bare minimum. You're not manifesting, like, how do I say this? You're manifesting to manifest. You're doing the work to manifest. You're doing like one-offs where you need to be doing the work to change the part of you that's keeping you the SP away naturally so that you can manifest them without any effort. That's what we do here. This is what my approach is, that we all already manifest flawlessly. I'm already manifesting my entire world. I'm manifesting every dollar to be where it is. I'm manifesting the current relationship. Everything that is in my world is mine. I put it there. Same goes for you. So if you're only giving yourself the bare minimum, you're not actually trying to make real lasting change that will prevent this from happening again once the magic of getting your manifestation wears off. Then you're just going to come, it's like, I just saw someone like tumbling. It's like you get a little bit of footing because you get some success in your manifestation, which is inevitable because if you're working on changing your thoughts or you're focusing your energy into something, your thoughts manifest, period. So it's gonna show up in your 3D reality. But if you don't know how to maintain the change, you're gonna lose it again because your old self is your old ways are much stronger. Your old programming is much stronger. It's got years and years and years worth of practice versus the 3 days you said affirmations, right? So like, if you don't make long-lasting change, whatever you manifest, whether it's love, money, career, success, self-esteem, it doesn't matter. You're going to find yourself chasing it again and feeling it slip away because if you don't make again, like I said, if you don't make long-lasting change, you're going to find yourself losing those things again, feeling them slip away, seeing them slip away because the old you didn't have it for a reason. It didn't know how to have it. That's why you didn't have it before. So when you make these changes and you don't maintain them and do them for the long term, it's the changes that manifest in the stuff you want. It's not that you are suddenly just magic now. It's the changes you've made in your everyday life that has now equated to the manifestation coming around. So if you don't keep doing those things, you're going to go back to the old way you would manifest on default, which is exactly where you are right now. So you need to do more than the bare minimum for yourself. You need to understand that manifesting is not about your SP. It's about you learning how to make yourself happy, you learning how to be fulfilled, you learning how to be magnetic and satisfied as is so that you draw them in naturally. That's what this is about, okay? That's how you manifest an SP. So how to ignore your 3D reality? Quit looking on social media. Try to cut, like, whatever you can do to lessen how much you see the person. I would do that. And then work on focusing on what's good in your life now, what you love about yourself. Do more of the things that make you happy. That was our homework from last week. And make your life something that you actually want to live without someone else in it. Make your life something you want to live without someone else in it. That's how you draw someone in, okay? Make your life really amazing as is, and they will be naturally drawn in. So stop trying to brainwash yourself and instead try to love and make yourself happy. Satisfy yourself for the long term, not just to get this person and to get the thing that you want. And then when you look at the 3D, that's interesting because I know it's working out in my favor in XYZ ways or whatever. Elizabeth, how do you know your manifestation's on its way? If you're asking, that's your answer. How do you know your manifestation's on its way? I know my manifestation's on its way. You know it. If you're asking, you don't know. Like, think about literally look at the black and white of what you're saying. How do you know when your manifestation is on its way? You are the thing that decides it, not anything else. Like, every manifestation is always on the way. So if you are wondering if it is, then it's not. Does that make sense? Because you're the thing doing it. If okay, think about it like this. If I was printing a document and I looked at my printer and on the little printer screen, it just had a question mark, where the fuck is my document? The printer doesn't even know, right? Like, so how the fuck am I going to get it? If you don't know, it's not coming. Does that make sense? So how do you know? Start saying you do instead of wondering. Whenever you start to wonder, switch it to an I know. Oh, it's coming. I know it's on its way. That's how you know it. You practice knowing it instead of practicing not knowing it. That's what I talked about. I know that was on our podcast from last week. Can we hear more of the ovary story? Okay, I don't want to give too much away. I don't think the person's here right now, so I don't want to give any personal details. And I'm even kind of, I think I told them I was going to share. I'm sure they know. I was like, oh, I'm telling people. So okay, it happened. It was in our 360 method group, and the person had, let's just say multiple. I don't. Do I want to talk? This isn't my story. Why do I want to? I don't know if I want to share something. It's like, I don't know if they would feel comfortable with me sharing it on live stream. Okay. It had been removed in a surgery years prior. And the reason what sparked this was that when we got into 360, so it had been years since they didn't have it. In 360, the first day they said something like, well, I can't have kids, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, why are you saying that? Like, why limit yourself? Like, there's no reason to close the door. Like, at least leave the door open. If you want to, then the last thing you should say is like, I can't, and I'm not going to be able to. So just, maybe you can. Why not? Why couldn't you? And they said they had this idea of like, like, what if I could like regrow an organ or something like that? Like, and just tossed it away. That was like our first 360. Then on the very last 360, so this is 8 weeks later, 2 months. I think it was the very last one. Second to last, the very last, doesn't matter. They said, listen, I'm confused because I've been manifesting for my health. I've been doing all these affirmations, yet it's like it got worse because I have been having all this crazy abdominal pain. And so I went to the ER and they gave me an ultrasound and they said there was a cyst on my left ovary. And I was like, I don't have a left ovary. This is what they're saying, right? So I go, do you have a right ovary? Like, did we did we just miss up what side is? And they were like, yeah, I have both now. So in the course of, I mean, who knows when this thing was regrowing? Who knows? But in the course between maybe I could regrow an organ. That's all she thought. Maybe I could regrow an organ. Whatever. Throwaway thought. Never thought it again. And then 8 weeks later, I'm having these pains. And so she was like, why do I have a cyst? And I'm like, okay, I understand the cyst, but like, you regrew an ovary. Like, well, the cyst will easy, erase. The cyst is fine. That's not a problem. I'm not even worried about the cysta. Like, thank you, cysta, for coming. Like, we appreciate you. We're not even worried about this. Like, SG got rid of her cyst in a week. We're not worried about a cyst. You regrew a fucking ovary. Are you kidding me? Like, that is insane. So, that happened in 360. There's people on here that were there for it. I don't see the person that it actually happened to. So I don't want to. They're not here right now, but there are people that were on the chat that were there. So I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just, that. At this point, I just like nothing is impossible to me. I just feel like okay, whatever. If you want it, cool, go do it because it's all you, you know. So I speak my truth says it makes me feel frustrated because he's not giving me what I want yet, in all caps. And because I have a hard time believing the SP affirmations. I believe the SP affirmations more because I see it. Okay. So I speak my truth. You need to start getting getting more comfortable. Come on, words. You can't all come out at one time. You need to start getting more comfortable with the unseen. Like, there are forces at work that you don't know anything about, and get the fuck over it. Let them fucking work themselves out. Do you want your manifestation or not? You are not the string puller, so get your fingers out of the fucking strings. You know what I mean? Like, let them do their job. Your job is to immerse yourself in the love and appreciation of your life and yourself. Everybody here, that's your only job. That's why you came to Earth. You came to Earth to soak up being a human. That's why you're here, okay? So if it's anything but that, that's why it feels like shit. Because you're not supposed to be doing it. It's not part of your plan. It's not why your soul came here. Your soul did not come from infinite fucking loveliness to this harsh ass place to suffer the whole time. That wasn't the point. So don't fucking do that to yourself and waste this opportunity that you're here by soaking up what you don't have yet. Like, who fucking cares when all of this is around you? Like, that's what it wants to say. It's like, what do you mean yet? Do you understand that there's a line of stuff waiting to be given to you? And there's already shit here that you don't appreciate yet. And you're trying to talk about, oh, but that thing, I want that. I don't want any of this. I want that thing over there. It's like, appreciate the stuff that's here now so that the line can move. You know what I mean? It's like a queue, and they're like fifth in line, and you want to pull them out of the line. There's no cutting, okay? Like, let the things come to you as they're coming, but you've got to keep the door open, right? So love and focus on yourself. And when you doubt the affirmations, don't listen to that thought. That thought needs to be flipped too. That thought needs to be answered to. And when you're looking at your 3D, who cares what's like, you can't look at your 3D and think that that's the answer to your manifestations. You'll never get what you want. Ooh, if you like, this is for a lot of people here. If you keep looking at your 3D to tell you whether it's working or not, it's not going to ever happen. You're backwards. You're walking backwards, asking me to tell you what directions and what hold on, I'm seeing a weird visual and I'm trying to explain it. I'm seeing somebody that's walking backwards, trying to see what they're walking towards. Like, if I'm walking backwards and I'm looking in this direction, I don't know what the fuck I'm going towards. I only know what's this way. So turn around and face, I don't know, all the things. Okay. Okay, Supreme Kinetics Health, thank you so much for the super chat, says, my SP is working with the NFL right now, so he's super busy, so I decided to become the it girl. Nice. I'm currently loving my life. Thank you, Roxy, for your guidance. Proud of you. That's awesome. And that's like exactly what you do. Like, you are becoming magnetic. You are becoming the person that is going to naturally manifest whatever the hell you want, including relationships and people and opportunities and money and excitement and fun. So more of this energy. Let's just put this on the chat. I need to find this on this one. Where did more of this energy, please. Dina says, Bashar calls Earthlings the masters of limitation. That's funny. Lemuria says, what if keeping the door open is painful? What do you mean by that? Tell me more. Tell me more. I like what Christine says. Christine says, I've let go of trying an attachment on getting my SP back, and I've never felt so free. I feel like I've shed all my old skin, and I'm so ready to bring in amazing things. Proud of you. And it's like, whether like that could bring your SP in, just that alone. That's what happened to me. Either way, whatever it brings is going to be amazing, just like you said. I speak my truth says, so if I focus on myself, love myself and give myself more instead of focusing on him so much, continue my self concept / SP affirmations twice a day. Am I on track? I guess I need a little clarity. Okay. Okay. I speak my truth. Check out my video called my 360 method. That's my personal, it's my signature approach to manifesting. Yes, if you focus on yourself, that's the answer. Here's why. The world is a mirror, okay? I don't know if I said this. Was this just in session or did this make it to, I don't know if this made it to mindset last week. The world is a mirror, okay? So, or was this in our email? I think I put this in the email. I'm like, I feel like I've said this to the community. Okay, here's the deal. The world's a mirror, right? If you are focused on your SP, so are they. If you are focused on a third party, so are they. If you're focused on yourself, so are they. Okay? So there's that. Yes, 100%. The answer is always focus on yourself to get someone else to pay attention to you. 100%. Like, the person that attracts is the person that does not need your fucking attention. That's the person you want, is the person that doesn't want to give you the fucking time of day, right? That's why they're so enticing. That's why we chase. So you have to become that in your own world, to let the things you're chasing chase you now. The other thing is continue my self-concept / SP affirmations twice a day. That's not going to do it, because you have to understand that every thought you think, every sentence you say is an affirmation. So if you're doing, there's roughly 65,000 thoughts a day that they say we have. You're telling me you got 64,998 affirmations about your old reality, about how things are not working, and then 2 about your SP working? No. And I know I'm exaggerating a little, but that's literally what I mean. How do you expect that to work? How do you expect that to turn the tides? It's not going to. You are affirming all day long what your reality is, and it's continuing. So at some point, you have to step in between what the 3D shows you and what your brain thinks about it, and choose to say and think something different, and then do that consistently over and over and over and over and over again. That's when you'll see change in the 3D, and then you can say, oh, cool, there's the 3D evidence. Not that I fucking needed it, because I already knew, because the strings were happening behind the scenes and I already knew that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. Amy, I appreciate you. Thank you. You're so sweet. Okay. Diana, how are you? Good to see you. Says, could you elaborate on what you mentioned? The language will manifest, not what you mean by it. First time I heard this from manifesting teacher, usually the other way around. The language will manifest, not what you mean by it. Okay. What I meant by that when I said that was like, if I were to say, okay, I'm trying to like sort through things in my mind. The reason I say that is because something out there is taking the language you use when you think and when you speak and making a 3D rendering of your reality, right? Like, when we look at like people talk about like law of assumption versus law of attraction, right? Like even though it's all at work together, what they're really talking about, the distinction between the two is like law of attraction is taught in like a feeling based sense, meaning it's taught to like feel the emotion, feel the feeling, feel the wish fulfilled, feel the it being art, feel abundant, feel love, feel the blah 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 blah, right? Whereas law of assumption is more taught in a way that's like you assume it to be, meaning you're thinking a thought that says that fucking thing is mine. I don't care what the 3D reality says, it's just mine, period. When I have so when I how do I say this? The moment that I feel like I cracked manifestation open and everything changed for me was the moment that I realized that my thoughts were doing way more of the manifesting, the heavy lifting of manifesting than my feelings ever were. And when I was using my feelings to manifest, it works sometimes. But when you use your thoughts to manifest, boom, 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 one after another, right? So this is when I started getting into the quantum physics stuff. This is when I looked into, I told you guys this before. So the double slit experiment, when they discovered, and this was done in the 1800s, it's been recreated hundreds of fucking times. The conclusion of this experiment is that consciousness affects matter. And it affects energy. It affects the energy to the point that it affects how the energy collapses, if you will, I guess to use that word, or how the energy presents itself as matter in your reality, right? So we know that from the double slit experiment. Hold on. Focus. I can say focus. I'm so good at saying focus. Where did the fucking question go? Language. Okay. So in my mind, there is this idea of the concept. It's the concept of reality. So it's like the concept is partially mixed with your, like it's part of your feelings. And then it's like the idea, the definition of, the assumption of what reality is. And the concept of what you think life is manifests over and over and over and over, right? So I can affirm something that I don't believe, and it will help me to manifest the thing I don't believe more than saying I don't believe it, right? Saying I don't believe it will keep me not believing it and keep it away from me. Saying I believe it, even if I don't, prevents me from the manifestation of saying I don't believe it, right? So it kind of cancels that out. It also is like a drop in the bucket of, I'm going to use the word brainwashing myself into believing that thing that I said I don't believe. And it like keeps me in the same, it keeps me on the manifestation path that I want to be on. Even like if I'm affirming it, even if I don't believe it in the moment, I will if I keep affirming it. So like when I had my biggest breakthrough, I think in manifestation, understanding it was when I realized that I didn't have to be happy or to feel good to affirm and still get my manifestation. And that's what I mean by where did you hold on, let me read the words. The language will manifest not what you mean by it. I, I may have like that may have come out in a weird way because I do sometimes I just like my words just kind of like come tumbling out of my mouth. But what I know I was trying to say is that what you're saying, the words you're using to think and speak and explain your world, that the monologue that's going on in your head, that is making your 3D world. And whether or not you truly believe what you're saying, like it, love it, feel good, hate it, feel bad, it doesn't really matter. That idea of what life is for you is going to continue manifesting. So like, I'll tell you my story. My story was really, it was really trivial, but it was when I realized, because I like had ordered Chipotle and I wasn't gonna get my guacamole, and we were trying to call and like we couldn't call. DoorDash was trying to call, I was trying to call. We were all like mucking up the lines. Everyone was trying to call in, and it was looking like I wasn't gonna get it. And I said, ah, fuck it, I'm getting my fucking guacamole, whatever. I was so mad. And I was like, no, period. I'm getting it. Not happening. And what ended up happening was like they gave it to me for free. They gave me extra and it came faster than it than the DoorDash even said it was supposed to take. All these things happen like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh my God, feeling has nothing to do with manifestation. Because I was pissed. I was angry. I was like, I'm getting my fucking, and I did. I got it. I got abundance of it. I got it for free and I got it faster than I wanted. And again, it was something trivial, it was guacamole, but it made me realize, like, again, like, I don't have to be high vibe. I don't have to be happy. I don't have to be shit. I have to know what the fuck it is. I say it. It is my story. It's my reality, period. So the language, what I have found through coaching and all this stuff is the language, meaning the thoughts you think, the way you, oh, there's that thing again. That's what I thought. Oh, maybe this will blah, blah, blah. Like, remember when I said earlier, the person with the ovary, all they said one day was, maybe I could regrow an organ. And they sent it away. They never thought about it again. They weren't trying to. So it wasn't like the feeling. There was no realness, actual intention behind it. There wasn't even really like much belief. It wasn't like they were like, I believe I can regrow an organ at all. They were just like, maybe I could. Whatever. On to the next. Didn't think about it again. So that is in essence a pure manifestation because it didn't have any resistance really to it, aside from like the other health stuff but she was working on it, right? So she has this manifestation that's going that she doesn't even know that she's doing. And then she's working on the resistance over here just because she was working on it. It allowed that manifestation to come through really easily. But again, the language, I'm telling you, the things that you say about your world, that's it. That's life for you, period. And of course, feelings matter because they inform the thoughts. Like, if I feel a certain feeling, it's going to influence how I think, but I have control over that. I don't have to let it influence how I think. And that's where the power is. So, like, I could be triggered. I could feel shitty. I could be wronged and hurt and desolate and desperate and grieving or whatever it is, but my thoughts are still creating. So I still have control over my life no matter how shitty I may feel. And that's why I get so fired up with everybody. It's like, who fucking cares what happened? Why are you still talking about it? Why haven't you changed your language yet? Why haven't you realized that was a part of the fucking manifestation unfolding? And even if it wasn't, who fucking cares? Say it was, because you are creating the future. Who cares what it was? Who cares what happened? Be glad that thing happened, because guess what? Now I know guess what? Now everything's perfect. Now everything's working out. Oh, I saw that and I know that they're on, like Tommy did. Tommy took something that could have been triggering and let that be proof that it was working for him and use it as a chance to empower himself. This is what it's about. Okay. Okay, I feel like there was super chats that came through. Casey, how are you? I've been thinking about you. Okay. Casey says, long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the super chat. Tips on manifesting insane amounts of consistent eBay sales by the end of the year. That's my goal. Here's the deal. If you want consistent your answer is in your question. You want consistent fill in the blank, then you need consistent work. That's literally all it takes. Every single day you are connecting with your goals. Okay, first of all, okay, let's get practical. What does insane mean? What is an insane amount of consistent sales? Does that mean 10 a day, 20 a day, 50 a day, 50 a month? What is that? What is insane sales? Insane amounts of consistent sales. Find out what the numbers are and then start connecting with it and being in the energy of business is booming. I'm making fill in the blank sales a day. My store is so popular. People love my store. I can't keep my inventory in. I keep selling out. I'm getting insane amounts of consistent sales. Like, even that on its own is an affirmation. Oh my God, these are insane amounts of consistent sales every day. Insane amounts every day. Insane. It's insane. It's insane. Like, define what insane means to you, and then go to town with that. Like you already, again, like you kind of already said what you wanted in your question. And don't let it be your goal. Let it be what your business does. My business does insane amounts of consistent sales every day on eBay. I have a crazy eBay business. It's insane. Like I make so much money. It's crazy. Like we have so many sales. Just that's it. That's your story. Like your business does this, period. If that's the case, then act like it. How do you operate? How do you market? How do you keep your inventory in? What's your long-term goal? Like what's the plan for the future? How are you going to scale this? How do you, like what is the sustainability? Really thinking about what is it going to mean when you do have insane consistent sales? Then what do you have an LLC or whatever? Are you legal, paying taxes? Like do you have licensure, whatever? Like finding out what the next steps would be if you were making insane amounts of money, because you'd have to be reporting it to the IRS and getting an accountant and getting in QuickBooks and things like that. So what are the next steps? So get clear on what insane amounts of sales are. Then get really comfortable with your goals. You're going to be visiting them every single day. I'm reading the book someone suggested from Mindset Monday. It's called Get Rich Lucky Bitch. And one of the quotes from the book, which I think is someone else's quote, but I can't remember who quoted it. I just remember it from this book. But it's the only difference between, or the difference between millionaires and billionaires is that billionaires write their goals down twice a day. So start writing your goals down at least once a day, but if not twice, getting really comfortable with it. My goal is to have blank, and not even saying it's my goal, right? My business makes blank sales, blah, blah, blah. Because we want to put it into present tense affirmation terms, right? So my business makes blank number of sales. And then again, we have insane amounts of consistent sales. Like I would use that affirmation, but also define what insane means to you so that you have like, what that means. When I'm saying that, I'm saying blank, 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 blank. Okay. Do you understand how many sales we make? It's insane. Like, this many. And then, so get comfortable with your goals, look at them every day, be in it, be of it, and then start acting like a real business owner would. And that's handling like, business seems all fun and fun to do from the outside until you realize there's so much more on the back end that you have to do that is not fun, like paperwork. And it's just, there's a lot of shit that goes into running a business that you don't know or don't see unless you're actually doing it. So, it's not just selling stuff on eBay and sending out your stuff. Like that's like the tip of the iceberg. Like for example, making YouTube videos, being a YouTube coach, let's say that being a YouTube coach looks really cool and easy from the outside until you understand that making YouTube videos is a full-time job. Being a coach is a full-time job. Running a business is a full-time job. That's 3 full-time jobs in one. That's what I found out when I started a coaching business on YouTube. So there is a lot more that goes into actually having a consistent functioning business. Part of the reason I'm still in business is because of the structure and all the shit that I have in place to make me a real business. I am a real business, you know what I mean? So like I have an accountant, I have the QuickBooks, I do all that stuff. I have, you know what I mean? I have to run I have to operate like a real business because I am one. And so, that's part of the deal of becoming an entrepreneur is like, there's so much on the back end that no one ever fucking teaches you ever. Like you don't know this stuff. And it takes a lot of time. And if you're lucky and you have the income, you can hire people to help you and have a team, but then you're outsourcing, you're paying for your time essentially. So, that's what happens when you're a business owner. So start getting comfortable with that if you want to. If that doesn't sound like fun to you, then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Life is your oyster. Okay. Oh, Aya from Paris. Hello. Kiana says, I am the eBay queen. Everyone wants to buy from me. I love that. I need this not to be on vibrate. It just needs to be on silent. Okay, good. My business runs like a well-oiled machine. Yeah, I love that one. I script that one pretty often. Okay, Amy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I started CDL school in June. I wanted to make a job change for the better since I'm over my current job that I'm unhappy in. Process has been stressful. I'm taking the road test Sunday. What's the best mindset to pass first time? Okay. So, Amy, have you gotten Rich as Fuck? I would suggest you get the book Rich as Fuck by Amanda Francis. First off, just because I think it'd be really important for you to upgrade the money story. Just because, like, I hear the grind in what you're saying, right? Like you're manifesting a grind. And that's why I want you to read this money book, because I want you to be able to look at money and income and things like that in a different way, because money is energy. Money is words. That's the best way to say money is words. Actually, hold on. I've never said it like that. They just told me that. Money is words, okay? Remember everything I just said about how your words are just kind of they're doing all the work. Money is words. I know we have paper and like pixels on a screen and checkbooks and fucking pieces of plastic and PayPals and whatever, and Bitcoins and whatever the fucks. But money is words. They say money is energy, but that's still too fucking like esoteric to grasp. Money is words. Money is words. Whatever you say about money, that's your money story. That's what money is to you in your life. Not for everybody, for you. So, oh my God, Kiana, no. I just looked up and saw the worst thing. Oh God. Money is words. So whatever words you use about money, yep, that's how much you got. Period. All the time. No matter what it is. If it's easy, if it's hard, if it's easy to come by, if you need a CDL, if you need to have a job, if you can't get it without the job, if it's been stressful, if you're not going to get it without passing this test, all of that stuff. Yeah, you're right. In your world, exactly. That's exactly what money is in your world. Money is words. So that's the first thing, is like, your test is on Sunday. Can you get this book, get it on Amazon, like, and order it by then, just because I want you to start changing the way you think about money before then. And obviously we're going to get into the mindset of where you want to be to like pass your test. But I really just, the book really wants me to tell you to get it. So get Rich as Fuck if you can. And start working on your money story, because you deserve to open this door wide up. Like your money door is just really open, just like barely enough. So there's that. Now, as far as the process being stressful and taking your test, my advice to you there is to do some de-stressing shit. Do meditation every day. Do your shit that brings me joy. Literally just saw someone in a bubble bath with like some lavender. I don't even do that kind of shit, but maybe, I don't know. Like, or like a meditation shower or something. Like, do something that's nice and relaxing, self-care-y for you, maybe every day this week, so you can be like actively unwinding. You're actively working to unwind from the stress. And then you are maybe, I don't know if you have to study, maybe you can be like set a half an hour a day to study or something, so that you can feel like you're doing everything that you can to pass your test. And then like, I passed my test. I already passed my test. I got my thing on Sunday. It was so easy. It was the easiest test I've ever taken. I'll take it again 100 times. That was no problem, no biggie. It was so easy. I loved it. Like, that's how you talk about the test, period. When I'm going to take a test, cool. I can't wait. It's going to be it's the easiest test I've ever taken. I'm not worried at all. I'm excited. I can't wait to take this test so that I can have my CDL, because it's going to be the easiest test I've ever taken, and I'm going to have a CDL really fucking quick. So yeah, bring the test on. We're talking about it like that, right? Whew. Okay. And congratulations on passing your CDL test. And also congratulations on upgrading your money story and allowing money in all kinds of ways. Like, if we're doing CDL because you really want to, like, I don't know what you're going to, are you driving trucks? That's like what I see. I just see truck driving. So that's, I just keep seeing a semi in my head. I can't see beyond that. So if that's what it is, like if you want to do it because you want to see the country and you're going to be traveling, or like even looking at it like that, like I'm going to be traveling, I'm seeing the country, I'm making an assumption and I apologize. But can you tell me what it's for? And then, yeah. And then just looking at the bright side and the positivity of what you're going to get from it. Like what you're going to get to do because you have that license. Um, oh my God. SG goes, hey, the original SP from like 3 years ago and blocked me. Amy, you said you just bought the book on Audible. Yes. Okay, good. Start it now. Listen to it. Absorb it. I read it. I don't know how it is with like listening. I mean, I do listen to stuff, but I like to read because I like to like really soak it into my psyche. But listen to it and then listen to it again and then listen to it again and then listen to it again and maybe listen to it like every day this week. Okay. So I'm waiting to hear back. I just want to know exactly what it is that you're doing, Amy. What are you getting your license for? So I can help you get some perfect, like custom tailored affirmations. Okay. Okay, while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to see Tiffany's. Tiffany says, and thank you, Tiffany. Sorry, Shantae says, I'm literally running my spiritual bath right now. Eucalyptus, though, not lavender. Nice. That sounds nice. That sounds really refreshing. Okay. I hate splitting my energy. Pardon me. All right. Tiffany says, getting all right. I keep waiting, and I know the chat's on delay. Okay. All right. I'm going to read Tiffany's. Tiffany says, getting pressure from close ones to marry, have kids, be more practical, not an artist, because 40 is coming, blah, blah. I'm usually okay, but it's not, but it's a lot. Tips to diffuse it. So, Tiffany, this is what they want me to tell you today. Do you want that? Okay, I feel like the reason you're getting... Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, hold on. Okay, Amy's just came through. I have to say this to Tiffany. The reason you're getting so much pressure from this is what I'm feeling intuitively, is because you actually... Well, okay. Answer me this question. Do you actually want to get married and have kids? Is it that you actually don't want to do it and you're not being honest about it? Or is there a fear that you won't be able to? Which one is it, please? Okay. And then Amy says, I'm upgrading my career because I love driving. I spent 20 years of my life in accounting, which I hated. Spent the last 2 years driving for Amazon. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. That's why I saw the traveling. Okay. So you want it for the experience, which is great. Okay. So we're going to up the money story. We're going to let more money come to you. And okay, getting my CDL to open more doors for better opportunities to make more money and drive bigger trucks that can also increase income. Okay, so more money, and not just because you're getting bigger trucks, but just because money comes to you. And it might come with bigger trucks. Cool, that's an added bonus, but it's also because money just comes to you, right? So I get to travel. I'm so excited. The world's opening up to me. I'm going to see the world. Like, I spent so many years behind the desk. I'm so excited to have a career that allows me to have this freedom and see the world and see the country or whatever, and get paid. It's amazing. So That's where your affirmations are going to be. When you're studying, that's what you're studying for. You're studying for freedom. And also, you are freedom. So there's no pressure. You take the test, you study for the test, you take the test, and then whatever happens next, you keep going and it's going to work out the best way for you. So worrying obviously is not going to help. It's going to have to be, you're going to have to switch it to certainty, because worrying about it is just not going to help you. So switch the worry to certainty. I already passed it. I'm so excited. Give me the test. Bring it on. I'll pass it with flying colors. I'll pass it with my eyes closed. I'll pass it 10, 20, 30, 50 times. I'm not worried about it. The test was made for me. It's like they took every question out of my frame of knowledge. I knew every freaking question that they were going to ask, and it was really amazing. Something like, or whatever. Or I don't know what the test is like, but the test is custom tailored to you, period. Who cares? I don't care. Give me it. If I had to take a test that I knew I was going to pass, I wouldn't. Who cares about the test? Give me a test all day. What do I care? I'm going to pass it. What do I care? So approach it like that so that you don't, okay, you said you're staying local. Yeah, whatever the affirmation is, just look at the positive of it. Do your self-care, do your meditations every single day, and to work on the excitement of, what you're going to do and not worry about. Do your studying, obviously. Okay. So Tiffany, says, I definitely have a desire to be married and have babies, sure. I guess I no longer feel the insatiable need like in my 20s to chase or try so hard to make it a priority. Like I won't die without it. Okay. So, it's like what I'm seeing is like you're resisting it so much for some reason, and that's why people keep bringing it up to you, right? Well, part of it is because you keep coming here and paying me to talk about it. So you're manifesting it happening over and over. But the other part of it is you're reacting to it. You're being offended by it. You're thinking about it. You're mulling it over. You're wondering if it's right. You're spending brain power and affirmation juice on this shit when it's who gives a fuck what they said or think. The fuck does what they have to do have anything to do with your situation? It's none of their goddamn business. It's not their parts. It's not their fucking life. Like, get out of my business. What are you talking about? So to me, like, it's as an outsider, it's just obvious that you're obviously manifesting this attention on you, but it just makes me wonder where it's coming from. Like, is it because there's something that needs to be made peace with? Is there something that needs to be let go of? Is there a fear that we're giving into? Is it just because you're continuously reacting and keeping the story in play? It's kind of like, that's where my mind is going with it. Because like, I'm 38. Nobody asked me that shit. I know I'm married, but like, people rarely ever ask me that question. And I don't really care if they do, but like, it's just like, I don't have that kind of air about me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's everything's a manifestation, right? So what are you doing to continually manifest these people asking you this kind of shit? Why are they mirroring you in this way? Okay. Okay, Pari says, thank you for the super chat. I'm manifesting 2 SPs back. Will it confuse the universe? Mesh says, you mean 28? Yeah. I'm in my 20s. I was born in like 1993. No, I remember 1993. I was there. I started kindergarten in 1989. Or was it 88? I just remember kindergarten 89. Doesn't matter. Okay, so manifesting 2 SPs will confuse the universe. It's only confused if you're confused. The world's a mirror. So okay, how do I explain this? You're gonna glow rain. Yes, I am a Scorpio. Tommy, that's the year you were born, 1993. Yeah. P.S. says I turned 28 today. And you were born in 1980, 93, right? So okay, Pari, you said what should your affirmations be while manifesting 2 SPs? So the thing is like you have to the confusion is within you. The confusion is in like, do you think it's okay? Is it morally a gray area for you? Are you worried about it? Does it stress you out? Does it bother you? Or are you completely open and you're completely fine? They're going to come through when they come through. I'm going to get a perfect time with both of them. I'm not worried. It's going to work out exactly the way I want it to. I get to have, both people in my life. I'm going to get to date both these people. Stuff like that. Like that would be the affirmations that I would use about that, I guess, is like I can have anybody. Everybody wants me. I am magnetic. Both of these people are eating out of the palm of my hand. They worship the ground I walk on. I'm gonna have you and you. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm trying to think of like what you would say, but it's whatever you want. So the clarity has to be within you. It's not the universe's clarity we're worried about. It's yours. Do you get it? Do you understand that it's okay to have both and that you can and that you're gonna and that everything's gonna be fine? You're gonna get everything you need out of both and then some, and it's gonna be great for everybody involved, and everyone's gonna leave the situation better in the long run or whatever. Then that's what it gets to be. So it's what you say, Thank you, Dina. Dina just linked the Manifest 2 People at Once video. Visayas, you're type 1. You've been on here many times, heard me talk about healing. So get my 4-step healing process. There's the episode in the podcast from June of 2021 called Manifesting Physical Healing or Manifest Healing in Your Physical Body or some shit like that. And then also we're creating a document so you guys can download it for the 4-step healing process. Okay. Hey, if you're here, why don't you like the chat? That'd be cool. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see. Sandy. I like how Sandy has a SpongeBob picture. Okay, Sandy says, thank you for the super chat, Sandy. SP's family loves me. He tells me constantly that he wants a family with me. He tells me how we're perfect for each other. A special connection, and it's meant to be. Awesome. Is that it? Cool. Fuck yeah. Congratulations. Malachi, hey. Marissa, it's your first time. Welcome. Marissa says, I'm persisting even though 3D has not caught up with SP yet. Got an email from SP last night and taking that as a hell yes, I did that. That's my manifestation. Now let's get to the next part. Okay, so I would say this is great, except for it has not caught up with the SP yet. What do you mean? You just said you got an email from them. Don't diminish your progress while celebrating your progress. You know what I mean? Like in the same sentence of celebrating, you're diminishing too. So just be careful of that because it's, like I said, the language manifests. So if you're saying that it hasn't caught up with your SP yet, guess what hasn't caught up yet? Don't even fucking say that. It's a waste of an affirmation. I'm persisting and it's working really well. I got an email from my SP last night. Hell yes, I did that. That's my manifestation. I'm so excited for what's coming next. That's how I would rephrase what you said, but nice job. Congratulations. Thank you, Lanny. Yeah, it's last call for super chats. Amy said, thank you, Amy. Says, thank you, Roxy. I'm still getting used to doing things for me. 42 in November and started trying only 2 years ago to change a lifetime of not putting myself first. Getting my CDL for me. Hashtag 1980, hashtag Sagittarius. Nice. That's awesome. Listen, it is never too late. It's always the right time. It's always the perfect timing. Everything that you did before was getting you ready to do this and give yourself this gift now. So really embrace it. 42 is the new 22 and you have a whole new chapter that you're about to embark on. So that's really amazing. And just, you said you're still getting used to doing things for me. Just keep doing that. Keep doing stuff for you. Keep putting stuff in your schedule. Put it in your day. Make yourself do things that are for the betterment of yourself, or just for the satisfaction of enjoying life. That's why we're here. So I'm really excited for you and proud of you that you are starting a new chapter and setting a new standard for yourself. Let this be the new way you operate because this can be your new normal of always upgrading. And okay, actually, there's another book, like I said, it's called Get Rich Lucky Bitch. Get Rich Lucky Bitch. I'm in the middle of reading that one right now, but part of one of the exercises that she talks about is upgrading your life incrementally and picking things that bother you or things that make you feel broke or poor or not abundant, and then upgrading them just the one thing to make it feel better. She uses the example of if you have holy underwear, then get some fancy underwear so you can just feel luxurious in general. Or Malachi, I told Malachi this story last night and he's like, that reminds me of somebody told him when he graduated high school to always get the most expensive toilet paper. They're like, even when I take a shit, I'm the highest, I wipe my ass with the highest quality basically. So I'm sorry, that just came out. It did. I said it. But yeah, you're just you're treating yourself better everywhere that you can. And it helps to kind of create this idea that you're worth your worthiness, right? So you're building your worth incrementally. Tiffany, did I finish with you? Tell me if if you put more up there, I didn't see it. I'll scroll up. I just saw, let me see if there's more from Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany says, I don't know. I need to figure it out because I'm minding my business, not worrying about that stuff, trying to live my best life, single, and yet I get bombarded with these judgments and weirdness. I need to think. Okay, maybe it's the judgments and weirdness. Maybe that's where the answer is. Maybe it's about the child and single thing right now, just because that's where your attention's at. But it could be more so being judged by people, right? Being judged by people, having them overstep their boundaries, having them give a little too much opinion. No, sorry, nobody asked your opinion of what you think I should do with my fucking organs, my parts. No, this is none of your goddamn business. Have your own kids, get your own self married, go do your own thing, worry about yourself over there. it's making me feel like maybe it's not necessarily about the kid thing, but that just happens to be like maybe on the forefront of your mind right now. Maybe it's just right now this is the thing you're being judged about, because I don't think this is like new, right? It doesn't feel like this is new. I know we've talked a lot. But being judged in general is not a new thing for you to deal with. Feeling judged or not like accepted for what you do, the choices that you make, right? So maybe it's more so that than it is the kid thing, but right now it's just showing up as the kid thing. Like how, you know how we talk about like doubt is doubt, like it may show up as like in different costumes or different outfits, but at the end of the day, doubt is still doubt. So I'm kind of seeing here, this is still just you being unfairly judged by others, not being understood. And right now it's just dressed up in, why don't you have kids yet? Does that make sense? Okay, Tommy, thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm getting an intuitive nudge to ask if you have a channeled message for me. Either way, have some dough. Thank you. Tommy, I will have an intuitive message for you if you give me some direction. So what do you need info about? Point me in a direction. SG says, wow, that's the second time today I hear to buy high quality things. I need to buy a new wardrobe for a new job. Yeah, and it's not about like going broke. Is that right? The fuck out here? I'm doing a live stream. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't mean going broke, but it means like valuing yourself more, right? Okay. Kiana says, we ain't using paper plates here. We have fine china. Exactly. That's exactly the point she makes. And she even says that literally in the book. It's like, don't use your cheap shit. Use your fine china. Like, what are you saving it for? What are you saving your good outfits for? What are you saving your good perfume for? What are you saving your good makeup for? Use that shit so that you feel high quality. Besides, he said, you feel like your family all look down on you since you have no money. They do if you feel that way, for sure. If you feel like they support you and money's coming in every single day and you're feeling more abundant every day, then that's exactly what you're going to get too. Okay, Tiffany says, okay, this is making sense. Something is resonating with that answer. I need to evaluate the feeling of being judged and the way it shows up in my life. Yeah. That's what I think it is. Totally. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I'm waiting to hear from Tommy. Tommy, tell me the direction in which you would like me to channel a message for you, and I will. You said, okay, the moment you said that, I heard love within the instant. Okay, Tommy. Okay, Tommy, do you want to hear my real truth? Please. Okay, I'm only telling you this because you asked. Honestly, like, got an hour in this morning, so my mind is clear as fuck. All right, I'm going to be really fucking honest with you right now. Fuck, maybe I did have a channeled message for you and I just didn't. It was such a quick thing. I didn't realize it. But I wouldn't have said it anyways. But it came through really fast. But I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to say it. You're going to get a different SP than the one you want. I don't know. That's just like, I don't know. I just don't. That's just what I don't know. That's it. That's all I can say. So, how does that feel to hear that? And I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it's right. Like, literally, you can shift the energy, but when you said the thing about your SP, that was just the quick impression I was given real, real fast. Of course, I would never say that until you asked, of course. And I may be wrong, but that's the thing that I was given. Like, really, very quickly, that's what I was given for you. Leanne says, "I bet you've got plenty of people that want to audition, Tommy." Uh, um, yeah, so I don't know, man. He's like, "I'm loving the suspense." I'm loving the suspense now because I wanna know what you think about it, and I'm like, I don't know what to say. I wanna know how you feel. Tiffany says, "I second that emotion. I felt the same thing, no joke. I knew that was the answer." Um. Either way, Tommy, I mean, you're definitely getting you're definitely getting a love is on the way for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Like, that is not in question. I just don't I don't see it being that person. He said, "It feels like I was supposed to hear that because my whole life I've looked for guidance outside myself. So what I got, that is, I get to choose. I passed the test." There you go. Fuck yeah. I can have her or anyone else I desire. Absolutely. 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 Yeah, like, not that you couldn't get that person. It's just I think there's just better for you. There's something else out there that's, like, way better. Um I don't know, what was I gonna say? Besides, is money on the way for you? Not yet. It's not gonna be until you change the way like, you have you have an overhaul of your thoughts to do, of your beliefs. Um, so it can come for you, but you are not in the right energy for it to come, and even if it were to come to you, you would just push it away. And I mean, that's not nothing, like, personal against you, like, there's a lot of people that have that exact same thing. Asha, can you get a channel message to you, a little guidance on what to do next? Give me a backstory of what to do next for what. Okay, sorry. So, Asha, while you're giving me backstory, what do you need a message on? I'm gonna answer Supreme Kinetics Health. Thank you for the super chat. Says, "I'm new. Would you please expand on cautioning on celebrity" oh, excuse me. I can read very well. "Would you please expand on cautioning on celebrating SP wins?" Um, okay. Here's what they want me to tell you. The cautionary tale is in, "I did it, now I don't have to work anymore." It's in the letting your guard down. This is why I always tell people, like, you manifest long term. We don't just manifest to get the thing, because if you don't change the underlying issues that are keeping them apart from you right now, they'll come back up again. Like with Tiffany, we just talked about how, like, she's dealing with people judging her for this one specific thing, but in reality, it's being judged that keeps coming back up and showing itself. That's what I mean by it. She's not gonna stop being judged. It doesn't matter what she'd be judged. Right now, she's being judged for not having a kid and a husband. Next, and for being art. Next is gonna be for this. Next is gonna be for that. There'll always be something for people to judge you about if you have the story that people judge you. So with your SP, if you don't change, like, whatever the problem, let's say, like, I don't know, they're live in a different city, they don't contact you, there's a third party, you broke up already, they said they don't want anything to do with you, their family doesn't want you to be together, they don't have time for you, um, whatever, all the fucking who cares, all the other random reasons, it's all the same, it doesn't matter. That issue that is being created right now has a source. If you don't deal with that source, it'll manifest something else. So it's like a spring, right? Like you can mow the grass that grows up from the spring or whatever, or pull the weeds, but more will just grow back because there's a fucking spring underneath that's supplying it with nutrients, right? So you got to drain that well, essentially, right? Or like you got to continuously drain it, because it's going to get in the way. So it's great to celebrate your wins, but celebrating a win does not mean, okay, we're done now. When we celebrating a win, celebrate your win, because we need to be in the energy of reminding ourselves that we're doing this, that we're in control of actually taking stock in our manifestations so that we have gratitude and appreciation for them so that we can get the things that are harder to get. But you need to still maintain the work that you did to get there if you want to continue getting. Does that make sense? Tiki, oh my gosh. Tiki says, hold on, I got to put this up here because you don't even know how aligned you are. Because I don't think I've ever seen you. Are you new? I don't remember seeing your name. But I'm just putting it up because you have no idea how aligned you are. It says, I wish you would do a video talking about the different ways the universe might test us. Okay, I'm doing you one better. I'm actually doing a fucking, well, it's not a fucking, I'm doing a master training on being tested by the universe. It's happening on Thursday of this week. And thanks for reminding me. I hadn't even mentioned it. I'm so good at that. Thursday of this week, we are doing a master training on it's literally called Pass the Test. And I'm talking about this exact same thing because so many of us, all of us, including me, are dealing with, we're constantly being tested, if you will. Like you said, you put it in quotation marks. Exactly. Like that's exactly it. We're being tested constantly by the universe. And, like just like in school, you have to pass your tests to go on to the next grade, right? Like you have to pass your finals, whatever. So it's the same with your manifestations. You essentially have to pass the test to get to the next manifestation. If you don't pass the test, you will stay there and continuously get, opportunity after opportunity to pass that test. If you don't pass it, you'll continue getting the opportunity to pass it. If you fail it, let's not even use that word. If you don't pass it, you'll get another opportunity to pass it. If you don't pass it, you'll get another opportunity to pass it. But you're not going to go beyond it without passing it, right? So roxytalks.com/programs. That is where you can sign up. Also, actually, bit.ly/pass the test in all caps is another way you can get there. I bet someone's put it in the chat. Oh yeah, Dina, if you look in the chat, we have it pinned to the top of the chat in YouTube. Dina linked it there. You can go and sign up for Pass the Test. It's happening on Thursday, so it's just a few days away. And yeah, like you're right on the money and your intuition is on point because that's exactly what we're about to talk about. Kiana, am I on Apple Music? Yes, I'm on all the streaming sites, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, if anybody uses all of them. Our affirmations are there. And then Malachi and I are working on music. I know I've been saying that for a long time, but we're really for real doing it. And it's really going to come out. It's going to be beautiful. Dina, thank you so much. Dina and Leanne both linked the programs. There's a direct link to Pass the Test right there. And then there's a link to all of my programs that I'm hosting right now. So Pass the Test is happening Thursday. That's a 1-day training. Then we have a 3-week group program happening in September. This is great for anybody that's been a previous client of mine, anybody that's been in my courses before, anybody that was in 360. If you're ready for the next thing, if you're missing the coaching and you're looking for the connection with the group members and you want to connect with other people and learn what other people are manifesting, our new group program is called Taking Massive Action, and it's happening in September. The day you're going to get 6, so it's 6 dates, 6 classes. You have Tuesdays with me, Thursdays with Leanne, and it's 3 weeks in the month of September. So that's our next program. All the details are at roxytalks.com/programs. And then of course, if you want access to all of this and you just want to get all of the programs all the time, Synergy is my new subscription membership. And you have a monthly subscription. You get access to all of these programs I just talked about. Every month you get a new one, new master training, new monthly program. access to all my old courses and workshop, not old, but the previous ones, your own private community, lots of perks. And we're doing pre-sale right now for that. You get like 3 months free if you sign up for a year right now. So that's what's happening for the long-term commitment membership. We do require 6-month commitment upfront because this is for long-term people. So roxytalks.com/programs. That's what's happening there. Thank you, Tiki. Honestly, I honestly would have forgot. Oh my gosh. Okay. Asha. I'm looking for Asha's Asha, I see you. Okay. So Asha asks for a channel message. So let's see. Oh, Supreme Kinetic says, thank you. Makes total sense. That's why you have the synergy program to continue the work. Exactly. Yeah, sorry, I have to highlight this one too. This is exactly what synergy is about. Because if you just manifest for one-off manifestations, you find yourself back in the same place. And I know I've done it myself before. My client, it's keeping me in business. Let's put it that way. Like, people not changing and just doing one-off manifestations is keeping me in business. So, I'm not saying it's the worst thing ever, but if you want to like continuously grow, where it's at is like staying committed, not giving up, doing the work, getting the manifestations, and then continuing doing the work. Just because you got the just because you got the manifestation does not mean we stop the work. We always continue. We always continue doing it. We never stop. We're always manifesting every single day for the rest of our lives. So there should never be a time when you stop being conscious of it, right? Okay. Asha says, I'm back in the zone with business and art. I've been planting seeds and putting the work, social media management, networking, all the things. SP is another artist that doesn't know I exist yet. Okay. So here's the thing, Asha. They don't know you exist yet because like you don't know you exist yet. Like, does that make sense? Here's what I'm seeing visually in my mind. I'm seeing, okay, here's little Asha, the artist who's trying to put, and tell me if I'm wrong, who's trying to put plant their seeds and make their connections out there. Hey, I'm an artist. Come see my art. And then there's this SP who's obviously on a pedestal because they don't know you exist yet. Why the fuck is that a problem if they're not on a pedestal, right? Like, it would just be like, and I can't wait till they get to meet me. Like the fact that we're like, we make it a point, like I'm an artist and they're an artist who doesn't know I exist yet. That's a pedestal in itself, right? So here's little Asha and her work and my work. And I'm sorry, I'm assuming Asha is a her, and I apologize. Here's little Asha and their work, and please notice my work. Here's Grand SP already being an artist and being enough of an artist to where we don't know this one exists. And like, right, like that's the image I'm getting. So not only is the SP story tainted because they don't know who you are, they have some sort of, I'm guessing some sort of recognize or notoriety of a little bit maybe. And it's an SP, right? So there's those 3 reasons of why they're kind of like unattainable. This like, I wish they knew who I was. I wish I was known like they are. I don't know. So there's the SPs, there's the problem with the love thing. Then you have the issue of like, if they're an artist, they're in the same like niche as you, the same like genre, they're doing the same kind of work as you. Then there's the idea of like comparing your art to their, maybe not necessarily the art to art, but like the level of status or clout, for a better term, that they have versus you, right? So like that's what I see in your question or in your statement is like, here's little old me and my little old art trying to manifest this person who is an artist, And so you need to become obsessed with your art. That's what I'm hearing. You need to become obsessed with your art, and not just like in doing it or in creating it, but in like presenting it and being like, did you see what I fucking made? You know, I made this with my hand from here to here. Okay. I fucking did that. Thank you. And you start kind of like becoming obsessed with who you are as an artist. That's how they're going to become obsessed with you as an artist, right? Like we talked earlier about your SP being a mirror. If your SP is a mirror, that means if you are focused on them, so are they. If you're focused on a third party, so are they. If you're focused on you, so are they. So make your art and I'm not saying do anything different with your art. I'm saying the way you treat it. Treat it like it's a Van Gogh. You know what I mean? You said that resonates. I was always taught to put my accomplishments down or to think in the box to not scare people away, dulling myself down to be a polite little girl. Yeah, that's not going to fucking help you. That's like the kiss of death for manifestation. And you should check out a book called come on. I can think of the second book. What's the first book called? The Big Leap. You should read the book The Big Leap, because it just really helps you get totally comfortable, and like it makes it become so obvious that you must do your passion and be completely passionate about it. Like it makes no sense for you to do anything else. So it's a really important book for anybody that's like an artist or an entrepreneur or anybody that's trying to do something outside of the box on their own, that takes like that anything that like where self-sabotage might get in the way. Any of those things, The Big Leap is an excellent book for that. So Asha, get The Big Leap, listen to that book, and then really start practicing treating your art like the gold that it is. You need to see the art the way you want him to see you. Does that make sense? You need to see your art the way you want him to see you. Excuse me. So that's what's going to help mirror it back to you in the right way. You said you're going to focus on being your biggest fan. Yes. Awesome. Amazing. Okay. So Dina, oh my God, Dina. I love it. Dina says, yes, I recently realized the source of my depression came from not using my art at all for many years. And you're very talented. So I'm sure, because like your human self can't see beyond the body, right? Like we have no fucking clue why we're here. We don't understand what life is. We don't get it. It's like a big cumbersome fucking hassle, right? Like it's what it feels like as a human being to deal with art or to deal with life. But before you came here, you knew. And Malachi and I were talking about this last night. It's like you knew what the fuck Earth was when you came here. When you signed up for it, you knew exactly what it was going to be like, but you did it anyway. You knew that the hard parts were a part of it, and you signed up for it anyways because it's a part of it. We wanted it. So imagine the fucking like, okay, it's like if you packed your bags for a trip and then like didn't use one of your suitcases. Like how frustrating would it be? Or like if you lost one of your suitcases, how frustrating would it be every time you needed, let's say it was your toiletry bag, or it had all your makeup and your curling iron and your skincare and your contact lens solution and your toothbrush, like, right? Like I'm just making things up. Obviously those things are replaceable, but my point is like, how annoying would it be every time you needed to do something? Or what if it was your clothes? Every time you wanted to get ready or whatever, you didn't have it with you because you lost your suitcase or you fucking left it on the train or whatever. It would just be so annoying and frustrating knowing that you packed that goddamn bag and you made yourself stocked with every supply you could ever need. And here's your dumbass self not using what you packed, right? That's what it's like for your soul. It's like, Dina, do you know how talented I made you? This is your higher self yelling at you. Like, hello? Like, God, Dina, please, like, excuse me. Your talent's just like screaming, like, we came here for a reason. Please, Dina, acknowledge us. Like, how frustrated must your soul have been trying to fucking be on vacation without their curling iron and their makeup and their contact lens solution and their toothbrush and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's like. Your soul has just been out here on earth without all of its necessities or without, the bags that it packed for itself. Tina says, but also on top of that, I realized I was using SP to try and fill that void. I feel like that meme. I feel like I waited 3 years to hear you say that. Yes, 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 yes. And you're a 7. 7s you're basically a slave to your creativity. So, like, if you don't, you're in your head. You have to meditate every day because you're in your head all the time. And if you don't do your creativity, you're in your head all the time. So it's like, if you're not meditating and not doing your creativity, like, you're doomed. Like, you're totally fucked being a 7. So I fucking love you guys. Okay, Maya, you're asking about I gotta jump off soon. Oh, fuck yeah, 2:22, I just looked at that at 2:22, wow. I gotta get off soon. Maya, you're asking about homelessness. You have to change the story, right? You said to come back and I'd help you with a new story. Don't take this the wrong way, with love. What happened with the story from the last time? Did you work on the story? Because if you're still coming back and saying, "I need help with homelessness," you haven't worked on the story. And, like, I'm grabbing my crystal. People in my personal life have told me that sometimes when I tend to talk about these things, I have, like, an emotional reaction to it, so I'm gonna get my crystal here because I don't wanna say anything offensive, I don't wanna hurt you, and I don't wanna, like, say something that's like, you're already dealing with homelessness, and then here's this random bitch on the internet saying some rude shit to you. I don't wanna do it like that, but I also wanna say, like, what happened to the affirmations from 3 weeks ago? Why are you still identifying yourself as homeless if you've been working on a new story? Like, I can only imagine how hard it is and what you're dealing with, but that has to be all the more reason to, like, refuse to let this be your story anymore. So, I can only help you so far. I can tell you to take a new story, but you like, no offense, but I did that last time and it doesn't seem like you took it on, right? So, like, me giving you a story isn't gonna help if you don't adopt the story and start living from it up here. But that you said that you are 1, the fact that you're a 1 doesn't surprise me with the homelessness because 1 is about starting over. 1s have a lot of new beginnings. So, it's part of your, um it's part of your soul's journey is to have new beginnings. You said, "You told me to come back so you can give me help. I changed the story and a few opportunities have come." You said you had more to tell me. Okay, you have to give me an update sometimes, like, it's been, like, a month. I can barely remember shit that happened, like, 5 minutes ago. So I can definitely help you along, but you gotta give me backstory because I don't know, I can't really remember, and I don't know, obviously, what's happened to you in the 3 weeks that have like, I don't know what the progression has been. Okay, okay. I think it's because you come through right at the end, right? Because 'Cause I'm, like, I'm about to get off that's must be what it is. I feel like the same story again because 'cause I'm trying to get off right now, and then we're opening the door to something that's, like, really fucking for me, it's, like, a big emotional it's a lot of emotional energy to talk about this stuff, and I see that maybe that's what happened last time I told you to come back because it was at the end, and then that was, like, 3 weeks ago. So I kind of yeah, so I oh my god. Kiana, yeah, I'm, Malachi and I are working on, positive music actually right now. Oh, Maya, you came at the end last time. Yeah. Okay. So, Maya, things are moving along for you. The H word is no longer you. I want you to stop identifying as the H word. You are homebound. Um, you have so many opportunities coming. You have you own your own home, or you own your own space. You have your own space. Start getting really comfortable with the idea of I love where I live. I have the best home. I have a roof over my head. I'm completely taken care of. I'm in complete control of my reality. I'm in complete control of my world. Um, Everything is working out for me. I feel completely secure. I feel completely safe. I'm manifesting my home. I've manifested my own home. I'm so proud of myself. Home sweet home, stuff like that, right? So yeah, so those would be the affirmations I would use. And getting away from the idea that you are the H word, erase that from your vocabulary, erase, erase, erase. I can't remember it, don't hear it, never heard of it, don't know what you're talking about. I right now we're on a little bit of a vacation, and soon we're going to be back home and into our own space, settle back into our own roof, and that's really great. Kind of stuff like that, right? Like that's your story. If we're acknowledging the fact that you're not under your own roof, it's, hey, we're on a little bit of doing a little bit of an adventure, and soon we'll be back under our own roof. And I'm really excited for that. Yeah. And then you're talking about SP2. No offense, but like this to me, like this story needs to be solidified before you bring in your SP on board, you know? Because like it's just adding SP into the mix. Oh, God. Okay. It's not. Oh, God. This is why this has to be the end of it. Yeah, it's hard for me to do really emotional readings at the end of my thing because my channel is closing, so it's like the emotional toll is, like, stronger. Um, you said you don't know if you should move out of state or manifest him coming to, or just manifest us living together here. You need to manifest peace, stability, and comfort in your home life. Your SP is irrelevant. Like, I don't know the whole story, but what from what I'm seeing, it's like your focus is all frazzled. You're worried about you're talking about homeless, and then you're worried about SP. To me, home, number 1. Nothing else is more important than getting a fucking roof over my head, period, now. So, like, I wouldn't be even give a fuck about an SP. Who? What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, in my mind, it's like I would just be about the SP. Not that you can't do both, but the SP is not the deal unless, like, I don't know. I like, are they holding your living situation in their hands? You know, like, even that, I would say, "No, fuck that," because you probably will just end up back where you're at with not being in control of your living situation. That's where my focus would be on. I am in control of my living situation. I have the roof over my head. I am whatever, you know? So, like, that's what it is. You know? Like, SP is always okay, you said SP has nothing to do with living. Yeah, okay, so the SP is always a bracelet or an accessory to the outfit. If you're This is what I see when you're talking about homelessness and then you ask me about your SP, you're standing in the street naked asking me about your bracelet. I'm like, who gives a fuck about your bracelet? You're naked in the street right now. Does that matter? Because I thought that you cared about that. And now you want to talk about your fucking bracelet, which is like, fine. You can obviously have a bracelet. You can have all the bracelets you want, but don't you want to clothe your body, your naked body? Like, that's where my mind's at, right? Like, it's just like, stop making your SP so fucking important. All of you. You're sucking the life out of yourself by focusing so much on this other person. But if I get at home, I say I'll be worried about him not coming. He said, I think I'm stuck homeless because I hate the city I'm in. If I leave, I feel I'll flourish, but he's here. Thank you. You're standing in the middle of the street, naked, worrying about your motherfucking bracelet. Put some fucking clothes on your back. I mean that with love. I know this is coming off really aggressive, but seriously, you're over here worried about being homeless and it's because of someone else. You're like, I don't understand it personally because like an SP, who gives a fuck? An SP is a dime a dozen. You can manifest them moving with you, not moving with you, coming across the country, getting a new job, a brand new person. Like, who cares? You don't have a home right now and you're worried about what this person's gonna fucking do. You said, there's nothing in the city for me. I'm a fish out of water here. You said, but then I create, so I feel like I created the city like this. Yeah, and guess what? You'll probably, if you go to another city, you'll probably create it like that too. If you're not dealing with the underlying issue, you're same thing. You're not focused on like you're treating the symptoms and not the problem. And for me, as like, this is brushing up against my survivor mode because I'm just like, what? What? Your SP? I dare an SP to be anywhere I fucking say, not that I say, or whatever. Who cares? The SP is going to be exactly where the fuck I say they are. Get your, it's a quote from what's the underlying issue? Exactly. Exactly. What is the underlying issue? Why would you rather be homeless than some other fucking a person? You'd rather be homeless and not have your like I just don't get it. I'm just confused. I'm confused as to like I mean, I get it. I get it surface level. I understand. I like this person. I don't want to leave cuz they're here. I'm worried they won't. Whatever, fine. But you're sitting here talking about homeless and don't know what to do. Who fucking cares what they're doing? Are they helping you? Are they paying for your rent? Like, the fuck do they have to do with this conversation? Is where my mind goes. I just don't like as a person, I'm not connecting with this. I can't. Like, I can't get past it because I'm like, you're manifesting a person is easy. I say it every fucking week. It's the easiest fucking thing ever. Who gives a fuck where they are or what they're doing? Deal with your survival and your safety and your stability and your comfort. Like, if you feel like your home isn't in this state, you're right. You said your home isn't in this state. You're right. You forgive me. I'm going to be real frank. You don't even have a home. Of course it's not. So put yourself first. Maya, with love, you are the prime example of why you must put yourself first before an SP. And I don't even know your backstory. I'm probably pulling at a lot of strings here. I'm pulling threads I don't even know about. But what I see from the comments I'm getting is just like, you are showing me in real time why it is so crucial to put yourself before your SP. We're talking about homelessness right now. And we're worried about a fucking SP. You know what I'm saying? And with love, like, I know there's a lot of people in the chat that are super supportive. They're going to be way nicer about it than I am just because I don't have much time. I got to say what I need to say and I can't sugarcoat it, you know? You said, yeah, but not having a home means I can go where I want. Then what's the problem? Where's the problem, Maya? This is not adding up for me. And if it's not adding up for me, it's not adding up for the universe. You know? The house you were said to move in got flooded and the damages were too severe to repair. So here I am. Okay. So you need to figure your shit out. Honestly, do you want to be here? Wherever here is, do you want to stay there? Where the fuck is SP? Like, I know Tiki's over here, like, SP's on a hell of a pedestal right now. Why isn't SP helping? I know we're in the chat because, like I said last week, I generally assume an SP I'm automatically going to assume that they're the asshole in the situation because I love you guys so much. So I'm assuming that they're the asshole, not you, right? So where is SP? Why aren't they helping? And you need to get your shit together and figure out what it is that you want and where you need to be, because you're keeping yourself in limbo, right? Like, if you want to have the freedom to go and be anywhere, great. Then stop calling yourself homeless. Start figuring out a long-term plan for, like, I'm just going to use the word van life because it's just like that's the term these days, whatever. But like, if you're doing like van life type stuff, or you're doing the nomad life, you're traveling around, cool. Or whatever it is. But like, that's the life you're living. That's the lifestyle you choose. Stop calling it homeless and acting like you need help not being homeless anymore, right? Because that story doesn't add up to, but yeah, but I could be anywhere I want. And you know what I mean? It's like the signals are mixed as fuck is what I'm trying to say. Like, the signals are super mixed, and there you can't get a clean manifestation off of that, you know? And the SP is gonna come. The SP, like, they are a reflection of you. They're gonna do whatever it is that you're saying they're doing. So if you wanna move with SP, he said he helps, but not in a big way. He's been helping me find places. I keep getting denied because I have a felony, and he helps pay for our hotels sometimes. Okay, so Maya, people, I'm just gonna throw some stuff out here. They love to rent to me. I'm a perfect rental applicant. I can sign a lease today. I could get a lease today if I wanted to. I can sign any lease I want. I'm the person they're looking for when they come. It doesn't matter what's going on in my world. I can get a place, because it's like, you're not the only person that has a felony, right? I'm not trying to invalidate your what's going on with you. I'm saying that it doesn't have it's not this isn't a death sentence. Plenty of people have gotten places with that, right? So it's not a deal breaker. We need to stop acting like it is and stop letting that be the story, okay? So, um, you said you never mention your record either. I forget about it till I'm denied. If you get denied, this is where you're failing your test. You're going out, you're doing the thing, you're getting denied, and you're taking it as being denied. What you need to do is something more like, you get the information that they passed on you, and you say, "Oh, actually, I'm really glad, because whatever one I'm not getting is just corralling me to the perfect place. So I'm not worried about that. That obviously wasn't the right one. Not worried about it. We can't let that definition keep perpetuating, because if you keep saying, oh, they denied me because of this, then you're going to keep getting denied because of that. You have to change the story. You have to change the way you talk about it. You have to change the way you talk about yourself. Maya, I'm gonna be real with you right now. I feel a lack of gratitude from you. Like, I feel a lack of appreciation. Like, I can feel it in my body. And like, my heart feels empty. Like, I think there really needs to be some work on appreciating what you have. Even if you think you don't have anything, or you think that what you have isn't good enough or whatever, that's going to prevent you from getting more of what you want. And Leanne says, "Yep, me too. I'm getting triggered by this." Yeah, I feel it. I feel it, girl. Like, I feel like emptiness in my heart. Like, it's like hurting. Like, the universe is like, "Damn, girl." You said, "Really? I do gratitude daily. It's the only thing keeps my spirits up." I don't know, man. It feels like I can't explain it. And I'm seeing it as other people are getting it too. So it's not just me. And again, I'm a third party. I don't know you. I don't have any like skin in the game at all. So I like to think, like, if I'm getting this impression from you, from what you're telling me, what impression is the universe getting, right? Like Dina says me 3. Like no offense, but it's just like it's coming off a way. Maybe that's not the way you mean it to come off, but like as an outsider's perspective, that's how I'm feeling it. And I'm obviously not the only person. He said, appreciating my car big time, the money that I have had, and being with my kids. The emptiness is probably the feeling of defeat. I mean, yeah, but it was honestly, it was the way that you asked for more affirmations. So what? It's this or what? What else? Like it was almost like all of the time that we've spent as a group and helping you wasn't enough. Like we haven't given you I mean, I can only be I can only be real. You know me. I'm not gonna ever sugarcoat shit. I'm not gonna fucking tell you some false shit. I can just tell you how I feel because I can't I'm not a fake person. This is what it is, period. And I can't get past this feeling of just like I don't know. Like when and then you say when you're defending yourself, I believe you. Like, I was asking for more information because I miss it. I believe you when you're saying that, but I didn't believe you before. You know what I mean? Like, eh, it's hard to say because it's like it's a live stream. I'm just reading off black and white chat or black and white screen. Again, I don't know you. I'm just like it's just what I'm getting off of this. Eh, So, okay, maybe it's this. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this. Maybe the appreciation that we're missing, it needs to be in the fact that you are where you are right now. Like whatever that flood was the best thing that could have happened to you. That's what you're missing. Right? Like there's resentment towards the situation you're in and you don't realize that the situation you're in is protecting you from something else. And so as long as there's this resentment towards the situation, it's resentment, it's a literal block. So like you can't really I don't know. Kiara, I don't know if that's it either, but it's just like it doesn't like okay, with the most love I can say, it doesn't feel good giving you advice. So I can only imagine how it must feel to the universe giving you a house. I know that sounds really fucked, and I'm really sorry to say that. I just have to be honest with you. Like because I'm trying to explain like what I'm feel. I don't know how to explain it, but like that's how I feel. It's like I don't feel good giving you advice. It feels icky almost. I'm so sorry. It sounds so fucking bitchy, but something is there. There's something there where it's like maybe it is in the like and it's like you have every right to be upset about what happened to your home and like being flooded out and where you're at right now, but the way the energy about it. You said that's probably true. I hated that it took so long to get the house and then the house floods and then everybody says, "What's your SP doing?" Right. You know why they're asking what's your SP doing? Because it's the fucking truth, and I think it's because that's what you're asking. Like, we're mirroring you in a way, right? So, like, if people are asking you that, it's because you are feeling it. And here's what wants to come up next. Maybe this SP is not for you, and that's why the house got flooded. It's for the universe is trying anything to get you to not move in with this person. I don't know. Like, that's maybe not, it's maybe. I don't know if that resonates with you. Um Data Bug says, "Just wanna say I appreciate you and love you. Many blessings to you. You've helped my daughter and I so much. There have been days we've struggled, but you brought hope." I so appreciate you. Thank you. That's very kind of you, and thank you for the super chat, and hello to your daughter, and I'm so glad to be on the journey with both of you guys. And thanks to everybody, and, like, thank you all for, like, and Maya too, and for sticking here in this hard, like, hearts, like, this it's hard. This is a hard conversations to have, right? Like, and I'm a stranger. I don't know you, Maya, and, like, I definitely would never want to, like, add shit onto somebody that's, like, already dealing with so much. Like, that's not who I am at all. I would never wanna, like, pile more onto you, but as a coach and a channeler with the messages, that part I can't, I'm not gonna lie, like, I have to be on, I'm telling you what I feel and how it comes about, so it's like, you know, I don't wanna say things that could come off as mean, especially to somebody that's going through a lot. Like, me as a person would never wanna do that, but the the guides, on the other hand, they're gonna say what they're gonna say, right? So, um, and I'm a vessel, so they're gonna show me and make me feel certain ways so that I can help give the information in the best way possible. Marty says, "I feel exhausted for you." It is. I need to go eat. I haven't eaten today. I don't usually eat till, like, 2 in the afternoon, so then it's, like, right in the middle of this. Um, so, yeah, Maya, like, I think that you need to make peace. There needs to be appreciation for what the situation you're in now, not just for your car, not just for, like, like, obviously having appreciation for your car and your kids, don't stop that. That's not what I'm saying, but the lack of appreciation for the situation you're in, I think, is the problem, because that's where I'm finding the resistance coming up is there. So, you said, okay, you're also saying, "I can't live with him till I get my mindset about him right. He has OCD and I have kids that can't possibly work till I work it, so I rather my own place and space and peace." So that's another thing, Maya, is that you have too many conditions. I can't have this manifestation without this thing. I can't have this thing without this thing. I can't have this thing without this thing. You're not getting any of the things. Remember in the turkey video, I'm the turkey, I talk about separating all the little pieces out separately. The mashed potatoes are the mashed potatoes. The turkey is the turkey. The gravy is the gravy. The stuffing is the stuffing. All of your stories are separate little entities. If you intertwine them all, they're all fucked. Okay? So I'll live with whoever the fuck I want to live with when I want to live with them on my terms. It's going to be great. My kids get along well. They get along well with my kids. It works out perfect for everybody. We're all happy, healthy, whole. We have a great family dynamic. I'm in complete control of my money situation, my money story. This is my house. I choose who lives here, where I go, where I stay, blah, 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 period. Like, don't let all these stories fuck each other up. I can't get a house because of this. I can't be this because of this. I can't do this because of that. You won't do any of it. So, Leanne says, "I was just talking about the dry turkey last night." Yeah, and I definitely don't wanna, come across judgy, or I'm not trying to judge your situation in any way. Again, I just, like, I can only present you information through my own lens, like, through my own mouth and filtered, because I'm a human being and that's just how it works. And certainly don't want anyone in the chat to judge you at all, of course. We're here for you. We love you. The support we wanna give you is, sometimes it's a fucking, my grandma used to call it the slap-o-matic. One of those. Sometimes that's the love we gotta give you, right? Like, what you're putting out there is not what you want. So, kind of clearing away all that shit, making peace with the situation, and being grateful for what it did to get you where you are. Like, you didn't want to, you just said you can't live with him. So that's probably why the house didn't work. And so, like, your SP is happy, healthy, whole. They're getting the help that they need to be the right partner for you and your children. Period. That's the only story they get. Then for you, all the other, there's been a ton of house affirmations that I've said and that people in the chat have put. And Maya, I see you're telling the story about why his OCD, blah, blah, blah. My best bet for you would be to delete that fucking comment and rewind what I just said about him and his OCD and let that be your fucking story, because period. Like, I would just, like, honestly, Maya, I would, yeah. I'm just, yeah. Okay. I got to go. Oh, homework. Oh, fuck me. All right. Okay. Last week's homework was 7 days worth of shit that brings me joy. How did we do? No, Maya, I understand you're explaining to somebody, but I'm just saying, whether you're explaining it or not, explaining it keeps it in your reality. So again, I would suggest I would just delete that fucking comment personally and say something better. Okay. Christine says homework is to sign up for Pass the Test. Ah, I love you, Christine. That one's funny. We got to put that up. Yes, because Pass the Test is happening on Thursday. So if you want to if you want to get on it now because it's happening soon. We're going to be talking about how and why you're tested by the universe, what these tests look like, what they feel like, how to pass them, how not to fail them, what to do once you pass or fail, all of the stuff. It's really important because we're all constantly being tested. Me too, including me. So if you were here last week, you know that I had a huge test that I worked on, and of course I fucking passed it. And so yeah, like that's what we're talking about. On Thursday, that's Pass the Test, roxytalks.com/programs. And then of course, our September group programs. That's a 3-week program. Pass the Test, what we just talked about, so that's just one day. Taking Massive Action, 3 weeks long, 3-week group program. We're all doing it together. We're talking about acting in inspired action, taking the nudges from the universe, making huge leaps and bounds, confronting our fears and pushing past them, letting the triggers be doorways to our chosen realities, not fucking doors that slam in our faces, right? So if you're interested in that, that's what Taking Massive Action is. It's our group program happening next month. You can sign up for the group program by itself, or if you're interested in staying on long term, if you want to just be in the Roxy Talks world and get every program every single month, Synergy is where it's at. 6-month commitment minimum is what we require up front because we're here for the long term. And there's also a deal going on right now for pre-sale. If you sign up for pre-sale, you get for a year. If you sign up for a year on pre-sale, you get 3 months for free. And you get a special session with me that no one else gets as well. And you get 5 free meditations that I've never put out before. That's only for pre-sale for Synergy. Okay, one more thing. Taking Massive Action also gets you one of my older workshops you get sent for free, so you can listen to it in the meantime. Whew. And all that is at roxytalks.com/programs. Okay. Maya and the other side want to connect. The other side is like, Maya, I want to be your friend. Yes. Maya, I want to be your friend too. I love you too. And I'm sorry if my stuff came across harsh, but I can't help you if I'm not honest. So, but we're here for you no matter what. Again, even if I came off snatchy, I apologize. I personally have no snatchy feelings towards you. Sometimes the information comes out snatchy. Alicia, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you. Okay. Homework. Dina says, we pass every test with flying colors. Yes. Kiana says, I missed the $88 special next time though. Yeah. So that's the thing. From now on, that's going to be the thing. They're going to start out at one price and then they're going to go incrementally up. And if you want to get them for the low price, then jump on them right away. If it's something you resonate with, obviously, right? You know, like I know Pass the Test is going to be huge because we're all dealing with it and I'm dealing with it as well. So, if you come across the master trainings, they're generally going to start at about 88. And they're still 88, jump on them because they will go up. That's just how it is now. And we love it. We took massive action over here at Roxy Talks and we changed things. And you know what? We feel good about it. Okay. Someone said the link for the test doesn't work. Let me type it right here. Because there's all caps. That might be the reason. There it is. bit.ly/pass the test in all caps. Okay, so homework was Shantae says, it was fun. I didn't have time for extra activities every day, but I appreciated things I'm giving myself, like meditation and scripting and exercise, even showering. Yes, exactly. Like the point of doing the shit that brings me joy is to just be in joy more of the day. So if you can find joy while you're exercising, while you're taking a shower, while you're meditating, while you're scripting, then absolutely, you're radiating in joy. You're in the place that you need to be to manifest more of what you want. So put yourself in joy as much as possible. That's what the homework was about, to do the shit that brings me joy all throughout the week so that you can be in that energy as much as possible. Tiffany, I love it, says, thank you for showing up for us today. Maybe this week's homework should be relax and allow the universe to work. Excuse me. Days, I appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. Excuse me. Okay, so homework. Kiana says, write Roxy a letter of a new version of ourselves. Tiffany says, I found joy in donuts. You know when your throat gets like tickly? Woo. Maya says, a rainbow just appeared to me. Maya! It's happening. The transition is happening. The transition is happening. Let that be your sign. Please, can you type in the chat? I know everything is working out for me. I believe it's unfolding for me. Something like that. Let this be your sign that it's working. Oh my gosh, my throat. Leanne says, I found jelly in donuts. Oh, Leanne. Okay. All right. All right. Our homework. Should we manifest donuts? He says, I found joy just singing out loud in public to my favorite songs. I love that. Love it. Yay, Maya. Okay, good. Okay, mindful kinesics. Did I say that right? I'm about to jump off. But literally, visualize yourself at a wedding being handed a huge check. There's fucking solves 2 birds with 1 stone right there. I have a meditation on YouTube for manifesting marriage. So look up my manifesting marriage meditation. And then I also have like money affirmations and stuff on YouTube as well. Okay. So your Mima used to say, my dad blame throat tickles. Your dad blame? I love that, Leanne. Leanne said, Maya, you're figuring this out so you can teach others how to do it. There you go. Okay, so our okay, how about this? How about, everyone's talking about donuts or your SP buying you donuts. How about, this is just a simple one. It doesn't have to be heavy this week. Manifesting somebody buying you your favorite food? Is that too basic? Because, Joe, if that's how your SP is behaving, you better stop affirming it right now if you want them to behave a different way. Keep talking about it and they'll keep behaving that way. Okay, so what do we want to do our homework about this week? What was everybody's deal this week? Everybody's deal this week. Well, definitely we're getting tested. We're having a hard time passing it, but that's why we're doing pass the test on Thursday. Maybe appreciation. Okay, here we go. Here it is. It's coming. It's coming. We need to do appreciation for the shit we don't like. So I want everybody to make a list. A shit that doesn't bring me joy list. That's what I just heard in my head. Everybody, okay, here's your homework. Your homework is to make a shit that does not bring me joy. Shit that don't bring me joy list. Shit that does not bring me joy. We're going to make a list of it. All the shit in your life that does not bring you joy. And we're going to work on either upgrading it, like we talked about from the book Get Rich Lucky Bitch. She talks about upgrading your life incrementally. The example she used, for example, was like if you got holy underwear, buy some nice underwear and like feel a little more like it, expensive or whatever. So we're gonna take the list of the shit that doesn't bring me joy, and we're gonna whatever's on there, look at the things, what can be done now, like what can be upgraded, what can be tossed, where is dead weight that can be let go of. Look at what can be handled now. So we're going to take the first step, write your list. Second step is what can be handled now, what can be dealt with now, what can be eliminated, upgraded, revised, cut, whatever. That's your first step. Then the remaining stuff that like maybe is harder, like for Maya, no offense, because you just popped up, like I'm not in the home that I want to be in exactly where I want to be right now would be on your shit that brings me joy list. That's not something that maybe like you could exactly do something about right in this moment. So for the things that seem harder or bigger, we want to start greeting those with love, peace, forgiveness, appreciation. Love, peace, forgiveness, and appreciation. Love, peace. I'm like, what is the acronym? My brain is so good at descrambling letters. Love, appreciation. The other things I said now, I can't remember what they are. Peace, appreciation. So we're going to work through the shit that doesn't bring us joy by either making small upgrades and getting rid of things that can be handled now, like things that you're just putting up with, like let's say it's I don't like the fact that maybe you have like a clanging, maybe something in your car, like the speaker like hangs off and every time you drive it like rattles. Like, okay, maybe I could like fix this or whatever. I could like duct tape this up, or maybe I could like, take like just doing little things that you could handle right away that would take away the annoyance and irritation from your life. The small things, do those. And then for the bigger things, love, peace, forgiveness, appreciation. Thank you, Maya. So I kept trying to say, I'm like, is this P flag? But it's not because the G's missing. That's why my brain couldn't compute it. I was like, it's P flag. The G is in forgiveness. We could call it gratitude, even though appreciation and gratitude are pretty similar. We can do our P flag. Peace, love, appreciation, forgiveness, and gratitude. And I'm a terrible person because now I should not be appropriating P flag for this, right? That's just where the letters wanted me to go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay. Glow Rain says, I don't miss the SP. He's the one missing me. Exactly. Sucks for him, doesn't it? Not for you, though, because your life is awesome. So, so that's the deal. we're going to take your shit that doesn't bring you joy and you're going to cut it into two sections. The stuff that can be kind of worked on right away, can be upgraded or dealt with or cut out right away. And then Kiana says, example, front bumper is coming off. Duct tape it and appreciate you have a car. I wasn't thinking like obvious duct tape. I was thinking more of like the duct tape roll and then on the other side and like stick it to the back so it doesn't rattle. Like that's what I was thinking is more of like a fix like that. If you can't like actually get it fixed, do a little duct tape loop and do the back of it, right? Something like that. But it like will take down the annoyance level of your life a little bit, right? So that you're not being triggered into not joy. So the easy stuff your job this week, look at the easy stuff and start working on it. For the hard stuff, we're going to apply the P flag to it. Peace, love, appreciation. What's the F? Forgiveness, gratitude. And you're going to show love to the stuff that you hate. We're going to forgive, love it, appreciate it, show gratitude. That stuff to the stuff that you hate. Okay, that's your homework for this week. And we'll see what happens after we start treating the stuff that we hate with love a little bit. Eliminating some of the stuff that causes us everyday annoyances so that we don't have to be in that energy so often. And then applying love to the stuff that's causing us bigger annoyances and setbacks and pain. I mean, it could be the biggest thing ever, obviously, from the smallest annoyance to the biggest pain in your life. The shit that doesn't bring you joy on that list, okay? Tiffany says, judging. They aren't judging me. They're inspired by me and the ease I navigate independence. That's the truth, Tiffany, though. Like, honestly, like, why would they be complaining about it? It's because they do have that lifestyle and they wish they had yours. You know? Yeah. Kiana says, or forget. In order to forget, you got to make peace first, right? Like, you can't forget if you have the wound. The wound's not going to forget. So we need to start healing the wound a little bit. And we've talked about before, like wounds don't really ever go away, but we want to start like treating it and like healing it over. Find inner peace in those triggers. Yeah. So we want to, Mama says zip tie the bumper. Exactly. Just whatever we can do. Or like, it's like if you're wearing a shirt that's got like holes in it or threads, trim the threads or like get rid of your old clothes that you aren't wearing anymore or, like go donate them or, buy the expensive toothpaste. It's just like, it's stuff like that like, which that's not really an annoyance, but it's things like this to kind of, you're upgrading in little bits, like increments. That's where I got this from that book, Get Rich Lucky Bitch. And then it's just to give her credit for that. And then the other thing I'm saying is like with the bigger stuff, that's where we want to make the peace, forgive, send love, appreciate, say thank you, because we don't know exactly why that big thing, negative thing is in our life, but obviously it's serving a purpose for us, right? Am I going to come to Paris? I would love to go to Paris. Absolutely. One of these days we'll definitely travel and do stuff around the world. For sure. 100%. So that's your homework. And report back. Okay. I love you. I appreciate you. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.